No, it sucks sometimes. I know you like to come in. I can't stream. I can't stay up all. I mean, I end up staying up all hours of the night, but sometimes I'm not. But notice my MMR going up after. Heaven forbid Dave doesn't just grind it every day, right? And look what happens. We get stocks. All right, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Dragon Scales in the red. Give it up for Scarlet from Shopify Rebellion. And her opponent in the bottom right. He's green. Give it up for Lemon from Mystery Gaming. All right, what up, Splurge, too? Welcome. You know what, Qualifiers, I'm going to chill a bit, and shout out to Scarlet again for being the only player I could get a hold of. I'm surprised she was up that early. Jeez, she's either up really late or up really early in Korea. Very kind gal. Because Chicken Man was probably exhausted. He hard carried this shit. All right, anyway. Yeah, you can change your color, and you can change your color in customs, yes. Part-time badass. And 12 hours sounds like a good sleep. I could really use 12 hours. I don't know if I could sleep 12 hours, but I could use a good 8 hours sleep. It would be fantastic. All right, anyway, looks to be a pretty standard opener from both. Well, we'll see if Lemon's got anything spicy. He's not sending a probe down just yet. He's going to send it right. Interesting. Something seems a little off on Lemons. I didn't see it. Scarlet going for a cheeky. I believe that was a 15 pool. All right, the goat. How you doing? You'll wake up to play me, the goat? I'm not playing tomorrow. I'm casting. How you doing, the goat? Oh, you're gonna check it. Yeah, exactly. If you're playing with a friend, that's how you can do it. All right. Looks to be a little bit different of a wall. Actually, I think that checks out. Can clearly make it one if not. And should be okay. 21 pylon. Interesting. From a Lemon. Scarlet doing some Scarlet cheekiness. I like it. Very good player she be. I don't want to surprise you guys that didn't watch it earlier. Those of you that did, we'll try to keep the spoilers up, but the tournament's already been... Well, the qualifiers have already played. We do know the 4 players that advanced to fight Cure. Gumiho, Maru, Bion. And, Cure, Maru, Bion, and Gumiho. Yeah, that's the 4 players that they're going to go on to fight in the round of 12. So anybody that advanced is going to have to go on to fight them. All right, here we are. I couldn't cast it. Imagine, I understand what you're saying, Pashka, but it's 4 Korea. It's literally, and I know your point on, like, you know, a lot of good players can't play in it. They could play in it. It's just on Korea. It's literally a tournament to support Korean StarCraft. You know what I mean? It wasn't. This started out from the massive cuts that Korea felt more than any other region, is why KSL was a thing. And the other comment is, it's 4 Korean players, and they really play at a time that apparently for them it's rough to play at 12 p.m. in Korea on Saturday. So this is a good. We did it at an ideal time for Koreans. Well, it's not for American. It's not for American players. It's for the players. This is literally a tournament for the players, funded by the community, and it's literally not to favor the European players or the American players. Funnily enough, we have 3 Americans in Korea. You know, we had Future, Scarlet, and Estrella. That's why they're playing in this. Yeah, I mean, we do have. That's. Yeah, we have the regular times then. Anyway, I'm supposed to be casting the qualifiers. I know you want to get into diatribes about complaints department, but personally, I didn't get to catch all these games. We could well, this is the main. This is literally the $4,500 event, so that's why. If you don't understand why we would do a tournament for Korean players at a time that's best for Koreans, I don't understand how you don't understand. I'm at a confusion. Yes, it sucks for I couldn't even cast my own tournament today. All right, Could I have? If I really wanted to, yes. But I'm just saying. You can go on complaining, but I'm just not going to read chat. That's what I'm going to say. You can talk to me between games, but I don't think it's appropriate to talk about this shit when I'm supposed to be casting. All right, anyway. Jesus, I feel like Rotterdam right now. Roddy always has that scrap going on. I love you guys, but damn. Literally, it's just like every time I tune into Roddy's stream, like halfway through, he's always got some heckler or something. I don't know. We can talk about it after this game. Right now, what's happened? Decent queen defense from Scarlet. 5 drones did fall, though, so Lemon did a decent job there. But Scarlet is going in for an Inquisition of... Yeah. He is going in for an Inquisition of... Oh, sorry. Scarlet's going in to try to put pressure on the 3rd, but there's an Inquisitor amount of Oracles. The trifecta of Oracles with the standard Blink Stalker opener. No upgrades, though. There's no Forge going down. Scarlet's going into +1 melee. She already knows the answer for this. I'm not mad or anything. I'm just really tired, guys. So that's why it's easy to derail me. But Pashka, yes, Gene Sims right on the money. It's the full-time D-Gen player schedule. I mean, we could, but there's people all over the world funding this too, but you're not wrong. Like, trust me, there's casters funding this that may or may not have casted because of this at the time. Like, imagine my shoes. I have a full-time job, and tomorrow I'm going to try to wake up to cast the playoffs. Before, I'm not even going to be able to cast all the playoffs because I have work tomorrow. I took off Friday for the finals. And because I want Friday off. But... like, literally, I took a day off for the finals of this. All right, so nice Blink Stalker pressure. +1's finished for Scarlet. Forge is finishing for Mr. Lemon. Yeah, thank you, Light. Light's here. Say, how you doing, Light? Great casting today, by the way. I don't know if you saw me in chat. I was there for a bit. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why. But at the same time, in fairness... we do have a little bit... I literally have the same complaints. It's just impossible to schedule Korean... you can't keep America and Asia happy for tournament times, is the true answer. It's literally impossible to have a good time for everybody. We're literally 12 hours apart, 13 hours from Seoul, actually. So, from my time zone, for example. All right. We literally planned it. We planned it for optimal play. That's why. Alrighty. Anyway. Well, we got battery overcharge coming down, but I don't think it's going to matter. It's 2 Stalkers and 1 Photon Cannon. Is not going to destroy this amount of +1. Soon to be +2 eventually if they doesn't end it right here. Zerglings. That set a big Baneling bust. Nice Stasis Ward. Not the greatest. But that's why... Lemon was defending on 2 fronts. Alright, so 4 Banelings gonna make sure work. Oh my god. Look at Scarlet. So, Lemon was just... number 1, Lemon probably should have done something a little differently. I would have liked the Forge build with this at the least. But it feels like... the hero build, and this isn't the hero build because you didn't have a Forge. It's just a standard Oracle Blink Stalker opener. Not the, quote, hero build. Obviously, kind of the same idea. It's relying on more bases, more workers, but also usually upgrades with your Stalker Zealot army, pretty much. And we're not even going to make it to Zealots, I feel like. This is looking pretty ogre. And thank you again, Light. The Cranky Ducklings leader, Mr. Light VIP. Doing a fantastic job this morning for us. You and Chicken Man, and I did catch a little Vorty. I got in a little later. I don't know. But anyway. GG's called. Scarlett's going to take it. And we talked about 2 seconds of that game. About the game. I talked like for a few seconds. So we can take a few minutes between. Considering Light and Chicken Man and Wardy already casted this. Yeah, Pashka, do you understand how much work went into this thing? So Chicken Man did a lot of the planning for the SummerSlam. I'm just going to say, well, before everybody complains, this was the only weekend. It's in the week. There were so many tournaments. Guess what? We even had tournaments conflicting with this. Wardy's balance tournament today randomly popped up out of nowhere. Chicken Man and I looked. He looked even more extensively months in advance to literally point. This was the only weekend. We did this 3 months in advance. Actually, I can tell you exactly, more roughly when we started. We started pointing before this time. So before, yes, it sucks for us. It does suck for us. There's no argument for me that it sucks for us. It's goddamn Chicken Man had to get up at fucking 2 in the morning to cast this. Like he had to literally take a nap pretty much so it doesn't screw with his regular schedule. That's how much passion that dude has. And so if anybody has complaints and doesn't still, it's so many hats off the Chicken Man. I did put some time into this myself, obviously, but this one, yeah, literally, it's for a dead game we've had. So this is not live, unfortunately. This was done how many hours ago? Like 13 hours ago, 14 hours ago. Yes. And Light, because you're on your own, I'll shut out the Cranky Duckling, sure, but we're gonna shout out my man Light, because he's a goddamn legend himself. He's a great dude. He's always casting for the Cranky Ducklings on his channel. He's ladder and he's playing some other games sometimes. He's a generally pretty good guy for a Zerg. No, I can't. You never usually give me too much flaming on that anymore. I'm only teasing. Light's a fantastic player. Said by the guy that's liking Scarlet, you know. Pashka's a buddy of mine, but I'm a little disappointed. He has noteworthy complaints. It's just that I haven't had sleep. So ironically, I couldn't make up for this because I couldn't fall asleep last night. And I still only had a few hours of sleep before work, so I'm literally like brain dead right now. Anyway, but I think we basically summed it up right there. We're going to get into game 2 and actually talk about it and think about it. I might need a minute to actually chill out on that. That didn't tilt me. I'm just really tired, so I'm gonna probably grab another beverage. I should be doing a good job casting and all that, but you know what? We're having fun. We're having some fun tonight. I'm gonna try to. But Light is right. Chat do make you mauled sometimes. Weed'll send me to sleep. Kadzo. Yeah. Can I ask you a question before you go to the next game? Yes, you may, ma'am. What is that, part-time badass? We can take a few minutes. People can calm down, but the thing is, you know something. I may cast if they actually collect the replays. If I can get up and collect replays, I may actually postpone my cast till later after work tomorrow. Which sucks for me for live qualifiers because this shit's dank live. It doesn't matter how many people are watching it usually, as long as you have a few people, you know. Light understands what I'm saying. For good StarCraft like we got tomorrow, forget about it. That's not even a chore. But at the same time, if I had to do it from replays tomorrow, I might do it because then you guys have an excuse to do it, to see it not live, but you'll see it like it was a live cast for me. What's my definition of smurfing? Depending on the levels. When you're in like really low leagues, I hate to say it, I know of some people that actually smurf and I tell them it's fucked up. But I usually would say if you're like 1,000 MMR above somebody and you're like playing on your main race 1,000 or more and earlier but lower on in the game, that could be a huge difference. If you're like a bronzy player and you're getting bullied by, well, it's still like gold player, what is it, say 800 MMR, 500 MMR, I don't know. you're gonna really feel like, oh man, that person's so much better than me. But you got to learn the game anyway at that point. So, yeah, I mean, but sometimes it eventually becomes unintentional. You could be a diamond player in Q4 GG at 3.7K. Not that I know. Oh wait, I do. That happened to me. The ladder was so dead for Grandmasters, he actually queued me on his ranked 1v1, and the result was I lost. He won. He gained 0 MMR. I gained 0 MMR, or I lost 0 MMR, and he ended up with 1 ladder point outside of MMR. So that was probably one of the rarest things that happened, but it happened. You're at some random Terran at 3K higher, yeah. That might, wait, it was some random, are you sure it wasn't 4GG? Thinking about your MMR. Actually, he was pretty high at the time. He fluctuates a bit. He's the grinder. All right, let me grab a brew. I should just do this. Light is right. It's the first game. Now, I'm buying time so I can maybe get more replays. I'm getting all of Scarlet stuff. All right, I just had some news. So apparently in between this, get ready for this, guys. You ready for this, guys? So I have some other exciting news. Apparently, you know, I've casted Legion Cup forever, right? Which became Vulcan Cup, and I casted a lot of finals and da-da-da-da-da for Vulcan Cup. Can I tell you the top 3 Protoss? Sure. Max Packs. Arguably, and a toss-up between... Right, currently, the top 3 currently. Max Packs. It was Hero. Arguably Classic. I'm saying in terms of standings and stuff. Estrella may be up there, but I'm saying in terms of Oligulac, Estrella is getting up there, surprisingly. You know? Alright, so anyway, guys, this is supposed to be a KSL cast stream, but you know what? I'm fucking tired. So we're gonna actually I'm gonna just chill out for a few. We're gonna get in. Generally speaking, I bet I'm not too far off. Okay, Hero is... Okay, Hero's still leading it. Versus all its Hero. This actually makes sense to me. Versus all its Hero, Max Packs, and Classic. I was close. Hero's still leading on overall Ligulac, but Max Packs, I think, in tournaments-wise... Well, it's arguably still Hero because... You have to consider live tournaments. I think Max Packs... Hero has not been planned as well lately. Like, we can honestly say that. I think overall, in the history of StarCraft, I'd say Hero, #1 on it. I would say for who's playing now. Before that, I would definitely say you have to consider Zest. And Zest, Neeb, and MC. And Parting, maybe. Parting's up there, but Zest... who the hell is it, too? MC's definitely up there. MC's the goat of memory. Aw, man, I miss going to the pharmacy. Shit. Here it is, half an hour, 45 minutes after I set the event up. Oh, well. You know why I say, oh, well? Because I'm fucking tired, guys. I'm gonna get another beer. I should probably drink a fresh pot of coffee, but you know what? Then I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Even with no sleep. Coffee keeps me up when I drink it too late. So bear with me a minute. I'll leave you with some heckin' music. I'm gonna get up. Yeah. So as much as I've been excited about this, I can't believe it. I'm just absolutely shocked. Work's been brutal. I'm gonna get all the talking out of my system before we get into casting, and I'm gonna try my best on it. All right. Fair enough. Can you guys do that for me? We can bullshit for a few. Apparently, I should have made this 7 o'clock and taken a nap. My time. Because we're approaching 7. If I took a nap in this time instead, it would have been better. Let's leave you some music. I'll be right back. I'm officially shot. I could fall asleep right now, I feel like. Aye, aye, aye. All right, guys, let's go. PCH creates drama out of things that he's not even correct about sometimes, though. Like 100%. He called Takua a Smurf and made a big deal, probably because he lost a game to him. And let me tell you something. That I told him right to his face, basically. I'm like, Takua's not a Smurf. I've known that guy for quite a while now. Pretty well. And he is 100% not a Smurf. Hero Marine? Cool. I mean, obviously. But he's, Oh, yeah, that's definitely a Smurf. I'm not saying Hero Marine. I said Mr. Takua, though, he complained about. Like, Takua had a pretty high, decent high, but I've literally had the same thing happen that he had. All right. Just a few minutes. Fuck it. Because we got more replays, and I'm hoping in this time we wait, I hear back from Ragnarok and Creator. Because they basically had the most of everything from there. I don't plan on casting all night either, so I probably should get a move on, though. Outside of the obvious. All right, guys. Let's get into it. Light was absolutely spot on. But, you know, I'm doing you guys a disservice. I'm never this bad unless I'm, like, usually drunk. I'm just so tired. It's like... Oh. Maybe I should just do this side of it. Go to bed. Get a decent amount of sleep. More than usual. And then I'll be able to cast tomorrow. And then still be good for after tomorrow's workday too. Well, I have a full day of work tomorrow. And I've literally spent more time in the warehouse than I have in my... not my office, but like the whole like office part of things. So... I've been on my feet for quite a bit. Digits, thank you for the 12 months on a 3-month streak.
20 just subscribed. Woot.
Thank you so much, my friend. You and King Stark coming in here. All right, guys, let's go. No, okay. But thank you very much. And Reza, being Reza, says if I'm up at the time, he goes, next time I see you on, because he had to go, he has some big gift for me. And I said, I hope it's not a severed head. And he goes, no, it's severed legs. Alright, that's what I'm saying, right, Reza? Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Babylon in the green, representing Mystery Gaming. It is a barcode. I'm just kidding, it's Lemon. I just wanted to tease you guys. And their opponent in the bottom right, in the blue, representing Shopify Rebellion, give it up for Scarlet. Alright. Scarlet is up a point. Let's see what Lemon does. In this game, he's going for a cheeky hatch block. You know damn well we ain't gonna see no cannon rush. Actually, Lemon, I wouldn't be surprised if he cannon rush. He's a really good... He's a random player, actually, guys. So the barcode do be Lemon, and he is a random player. It's a severed toe noise. Alright, anyway. As much as I shouldn't be reading chat... We got a little probe over here. Oh, Scarlet's starting to get some hull damage on this probe. Oh, Polly over here. He's in a little bit of trouble. Or is he? Oh, look at Scarlet's not having it. This probe is just not able to harass the mineral lines too much. Look at Scarlet. Right on top of this. Oh, Polly, the probe's getting a little spanking, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of spanking. Alright, anyway. Nexus going down for Mr. Lemon. Got a lemony Nexus with a lemony 20 core. And not hero wall. Actually, this is deceptive. This is so easy to screw up this wall on this map. It's so funny. If you... What appears to be a normal pylon at a quick glance, even if you've done it a million times. Excuse me. I'm choking. I don't know why. I don't know how, but I'm choking. Anyway, let's just take a moment to gander at this Urubu. For no reason, just because I felt like it. Alright, anyway, back to the game. Well, yeah, it's just a standard opening. Probably going to be Stargate from the looks of it. We have an Adept, no Warp Gate. That's usually the tell for those of you that don't know. Come on. And, you know. That's it. And Dave says, don't lie. What do you mean, don't lie about what? Yep, Stargate, Warp Gate, another Adept, triple Adept. The same opener as the last game of Mr. Lemon. I almost don't remember because I was reading chat too much. I'm sorry, guys. Qualifiers or not, I'm not going to cast like this in the playoffs. I'm probably going to mostly ignore chat completely until in between stuff. I'll probably read it a bit because realistically... It's not like I'm casting on, you know, a gazillion second delay and stuff. It's going to be a fun stream. It's a community tournament, but it's not to say we don't give an awful damn lot of care about this. I'm just a little tired. Alright, anyway, Adepts. Ooh, Scarlet with the pole. Are not going to get anything, but Scarlet is losing a lot of lost mining time here. Pretty decent income advantage, but you know what? Is it worth losing all the Adepts? Basically loses another. Oh yeah, that one's not going to get any kills. Let's take a look at the trades. It was 2 Lings for 2 Adepts. I'd say that was worth it for Scarlet, even with a decent amount of lost lining time. It was a full mineral line, sure. It's tough to say. That lost mining time earlier on is kind of big depending on how the game plays, but this Oracle's a little greedy. Desperate for worker kills. Oh my god, that was so not worth it, Lemon. Overextend, and he's gonna have to cancel. Is he gonna have to cancel? No, he's not. He's gonna lose a probe though as well. So still, trade's not looking too hot for Mr. Lemon. He gave away 2 Adepts. He gave away an Oracle, and he lost a probe even after for just a few workers from Scarlet. All right, that being said, we'll see what happens here. We got an Evo chamber again. It's going to be a hero-esque opener. It's really just the standard Stargate opener. Again, we saw that in game 1. It is just in the meta. We'll see what happens. Oh my god. What a unfortunate series of events from Mr. Lemon, our random player who's queued Protoss. I think he's probably played straight Protoss this time. Lemon, I'm surprised to see. He could have played random. I think when he played against Scarlet, he goes, you know what? I'm most confident playing Protoss. So that's where we're at. That's why we're here. But if he had the 3 Oracles, he could have forced the cancel on this hatchery for sure. Scarlet's always really good at making a ton of queens. Actually, for this game, she actually didn't go queen heavy. Like, one thing I always handed to Scarlet that I like about how she plays, she has such good queen defense. You'll often see her play and literally have no spores for like ever, unless she's anticipating DTs. It's pretty remarkable. Scarlet with the... Oh my god, this Ling run by. Actually, she's going for the full surround. She says, heck on you, I'm going to get an Adept and a Stalker. She could have went to the mineral line, but that's actually high value. She only lost a few Lings for 2 Stalkers and an Adept. That's yet more high value trades for the Queen of Blades. Gotta hand it to her. That's pretty good stuff. 4th base going down quite early. Again, pretty consistent with the build. Scarlet taking a cheeky extra early 5th base. 4th base hasn't even completed, and Scarlet's taking a 5th. She's like, you know what? Protoss trying to be Zerg with out-greeting the Zerg. I'll show you. We're going to play Zerg like real Zerg. I kind of like this. She's playing extra greedy, but the damage she's dealt was pretty good, so her army supply is a little better. Blink is going to finish up, however. Scarlet's going to have +1 melee, though, with this. And she does have a round of Lings coming out with this. We'll see what happens. Alright, I don't hate walling this off from our Protoss player. Does prevent a wraparound from the Lings. It's actually a smart... That's actually a really smart move from Lemon. Scarlet does trade out some Lings for the Stasis Ward. It's only 6. Still better than losing a lot of this. Oh, man. Alright, Stalkers. Getting some damage here. See what happens. And... well, it's going to be pretty rough for... Yeah, honestly, Lemon's not doing horrible, considering he's down an upgrade. He's been beaten up so much. Lemon's forgetting upgrades, though. He's literally on Blink and literally nothing else. Scarlet, meanwhile, going into +2 melee, going into, going into muscular augments. She's going for Hydra speed and Baneling speed. Is about to finish centrifugal hooks. Pretty good stuff. All right, we got the big Ling Inquisition coming in again. This time it might hit a little harder. Scarlet won with a nice bit of multi-prong attacks the last time, but I do like the pressure from... I think it's a little more map dependent too. From Lemon, he's got to get some damage done. He's really down in supply. This is pure Stalker. He has 2 Oracles still, but they're out of energy. The Lings are just running amok over here. I don't know how much I like this position now that Scarlet's finished her 5th base. This is extremely rough. Lemon knows that he just lost the mineral line. He is going to GG out, and Scarlet's going to take it in a 2-0. So not too bad. I'm doing my best, guys. I would say I could probably do a little better, but I'm pretty tired. I might have had the order this... Oh, no, I didn't. Did I? I may have had the order of this wrong. I'm not 100% sure. No, I didn't. These were the games Scarlet sent, so... let me make sure this is correct. All right. So we're going to go into Scarlet versus Rex. Again, all I have is Scarlet replays. So extra thankful to her. Should be trying a little harder for you. But you know what? That's why the other stuff's there. All this repetition is literally from me. I could use my keyboard as a pillow right now. Have you ever been so tired you could literally fall asleep on your keyboard? Not chat? How many of you had? Press 1 if yes, press 2 if no. Press 69 if nice. And press 0 if you want to speak to someone in Spanish. Alright. Freak show, what's up? It's key face. You made a name for it. You actually have done it? I say that, but realistically, I mean, I've seen so many friends of mine and everybody fall asleep in their chair. And as tired as I am, it's very rare that I can even do stuff. Like, when I'm tired, I can't just fall asleep anywhere. Right now, I probably could fall asleep in my chair. What do I press if I'm currently sleeping on my keyboard? You press this. I'm going to tell you in chat, alright? This is called the face coaster, like Gene Sim was basically saying. You press this. That seems like a keyboard falling asleep on a little situation. And yeah, that's just it. You know what, guys? I may say heck it. I'm a side sleeper, and it's probably bad for me. I have a curved spine, and it really sucks, but... So what I do is, I don't know. I'm going to interrupt my cast, even. That's basically what I do there. I don't know why. I always sleep on my side, and I usually barely move. I'm like dead to the world when I'm actually asleep. I literally, like... I'll move, like, falling asleep and stuff, and, like, I'm restless, but when I actually fall asleep, I'm literally dead to the world. But yeah, that's why, because I usually never sleep. You could say I'm a vampire, but no. Vampires even sleep. So I don't know what I am. Fight Club. That's what I am. I'm Edward Norton, guys. Alright, anyway. I'm more drunk. More cigarette smoke. I'm not drunk right now, clearly, but I might as well sound like it because I'm pretty tired. This is a bad idea. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I thought I'd be, you know, in position to do this. So the teamliquid.net. I'm just going to make an ass out of myself tonight. I really don't care. Fuck it. I think I might put all the commands on. This is what the Dave stream's about. What do you guys think? Should we do a non-professional cast of this? Because I'm basically too tired to fucking cast anyway. Fuck it. We're going to treat it like any other Wednesday night for the qualifiers. Even though I was seriously stoked when Scarlett got back to me.
Love me, Sims. Give me all your money.
That's the sound when I open up my bot, by the way. Hey, man, I've done some good jobs casting sometimes. For me, relative to myself. I don't compare myself to other people, alright? I know I'm the worst of all the casters. But still. I've had some times where I've held it down pretty well. We've hard carried that shit. But realistically, this is the shit that separates my stream from any other stream. Let's be real. In the StarCraft 2 world. And I'm going to order some more beer for the occasion. If you want to contribute to Dave being a fucking degen, smash that Amazon Prime subscription. Or something. Turning up's important, exactly. Imagine. I learned that the hard way with my last job, you know? That's why they didn't want me around so much. Well, not to a point of bully, but let's be real, that was part of it. Anyway. This is like kind of a normal stream, except for me not raging at ladder. Actually, it's not at all. I don't think I've been this bad. I will say this, guys, though. Look at this. When have we seen this? I mean, other than the last couple days, me doing this a bit. I gotta say. It may happen, guys. We have 2 things to do. There's 3 things I said, but I'm gonna settle for 2 things. And I can officially chill the fuck out on StarCraft to the point of almost retirement. You know what they are? It's cast with Roddy. Cast with Artosis. Even if it's for a game. I don't care. I'll count it. And get Masters. You know that? No stream snipers. Not being drunk. And number 3 is to get Masters. Finesse is me actually being awake enough to play. That's the 3 conditions I need, and I got it. Easy dubs. But then you have to account for Smurfs, which we all get from time to time. That's just facts, you know. You get your cheeky day and you're like, oh, unranked player. Oh, look at that. It's 6K. Nice. Thank you, Mr. Smurf. It's my off race. I can confirm, guys, before we get into our next series. That's the thing. We got a good break. Maybe I'll do a good job in this series. All right, I ordered some booze. I just can confirm that it can be 6K players that do play at diamond level. You ready for this? I queued him on ladder. And he's like, bro, you should be able to beat this. My boy Mape the Ape. He actually plays at a diamond level of Terran. How you doing, Cytotonic? What's up? I should be doing a good job, but we're not. I'm here. That's all you get is Dave here. I showed up. I like that. Part-time badass. I agree completely. I ordered a 12-pack of Sam Adams. Holy shit, and it came to $40. No wonder I'm broke. Jesus Christ, that was stupid. All I needed to do was stop at the store, and I was too tired. I'm like, I can make it in cash. That is not worth it. And it's going to interrupt the cast. Anyway, let's get into it. Fuck it. $40 for a 12-pack of Sam Adams delivered to my door. My ass, that's the price of being an idiot. That's what I call it. It's idiot tax. All right, anyway, here we go. It's a ZVZ, guys. It is Scarlet versus Rex. Anyway, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Babylon. In the red, give it up for Mr. Rex. And his opponent in the bottom right, representing the Shopify Rebels of Shopify Rebellion. In the blue, it is Scarlet. All right. Well, though. Looks to be a standard opener from both of them. Nothing too cheeky from either player. I thought Rex might be a little cheeky this one, honestly. We'll see what happens. And that said, it's drone time. Yeah, it's going to be 16 hatch from both of them. And the Overlords are just going to fly across, singing the Jurassic Park theme. You know, that's exactly what's happened. Let's just follow this Overlord as I blow my nose. Yup, that actually just happened. You didn't hear me wrong. Take him down to Drone Town, indeed, fisherman. So, like, you know what? Pro StarCraft or not, some of them not so much. Rex and Scarlet doing similar. Scarlet has plans for the spawning pool being here. She has a reason. I think that's actually it. I don't know what the reason is right now. I think it's some, that's actually interesting. Because if you were, like, link flooded, like, I know Scarlet's got solutions to many things. I wonder if Light, if he was still here, could answer that. Any Zergs in chat that know. This is, to me, I'm actually a little perplexed. Oh, the spine rush. Yeah. That makes sense. I am a little tired. True, Gene Sim. But I'm thinking, the trade-off is, though, if you were literally link flooded, if you were like 14, 13, 12 metabolic boosted, or like a build like mine, yeah, you have to scout it, and Scarlet's quite... If there's anything that Scarlet I always am impressed with a lot, is how good her scouting is and what she does with that information. Scarlet is probably, in my opinion, I know she's had rough times and stuff in the last couple of years, but you know something? Scarlet is one of the best scouters of most Zergs. Like, you gotta hand that to Cyril, but I would also add Scarlet to the list of good. She's just a knowledge treasure trove of what to do against certain situations. All right, anyway, I know a lot of pro players are, but she just how she gets the information and what she does with what she gets usually is quite good. Rex has taken out a pretty decent timed third base and going for a layer. Scarlet's is a little ahead, as of course being in the situation, staying on gas. So this may, I'm actually curious to see what this is, but it's probably going to be A roach timing? We don't see a roach warren though yet. But it's not anything cheesy, so it's still quite possible. Rex, on the other hand, I'm not quite sure. He's just dropping his Evo. No, so Scarlet is going for +1 roach timing. She can go for like a 9 roach +1 timing attack and probably just steamroll them. To be honest, they both do. Well, neither player has wow. Neither player has metabolic boost, so this is kind of, in my eyes, really favoring Scarlet. Oh, she's going 2-base Muta. The second gas is coming up. I saw that, but that doesn't always mean it in ZVZ. Scarlet is basically going 2-base Muta, but gonna have some roaches. This is all just a trap. It's a General Akbar moment of ZVZ. Her opponent going for his Spire as well. It's later, though. What is this? Chicken Man, excuse me? What's up, buddy? I didn't say... Dude, I'm really tired. So, Chicken Man, guys, while we're in between us, somebody here, I'll say his name wrong, just to make Sibba John mauled, more so Chicken Man mauled. Can somebody shout out Mr. Chicken Man here? Fantastic job today from what I caught of it. Apologies for that. And now I have the most scuffed. I feel like I would have been better casting at 5 in the morning if I woke up with a few hours of sleep in this. I'm so tired. Which I know that sounds... I hope you got some rest, Chicken Man. That's all I'm going to say. Big shout out to Mr. Chicken Man. I'm going to do it myself. Good to see you, buddy. We're doing a full scuff Dave cast because I'm going to try to make sure I get sleep so I can do this and get to work. I'm probably going to have a little fun and get drunk, and we're just going to flame chat. I did manage to get some replays, Chicken Man. So I'm going to try my best to do it. Seeing you, I sadly woke up. Scarlet getting some mutas out, though. Let's talk about the game. This is not going on my YouTube, probably. I'm going to probably make a separate cast of KSL SummerSlam stuff for YouTube after the fact, when I have time in the near future. Shigamer, what's up, buddy? Shigamer. You sent me what you have? Nice, thank you, man. Oh, I must not have seen the message for some reason. But I appreciate that. All right, anyway, Muta's getting some work in. We'll see what happens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drones falling. Scarlet's on a tear, but guess what? Rex has some as well. He got a couple of Scarlet's Overlords. She is supply block. This is actually pretty close. Just kidding. Rex is actually in the lead. Rex taking it pretty good. Army lead, but Scarlet, rather, is in the lead in terms of workers. So that supply block's going to hurt her for defense. But look at this. She already has range attacks. She's got the transition to Hydras, but will they be out in time? All the Overlords clumped up together. Oh, no, Scarlet. She doesn't want to engage... oh, no. Scarlet it's a trap. She's got a lot of Queens. Hydras popping. The ranged attacks is good, but Flyer attacks finishing up for Mr. Rex. I mean, you're probably right about Sibba John. I call him Sibba John. He actually says, listen how Chicken Man says it. Chai Gamer. I've not seen it in a long time, but you're absolutely right, Chicken Man. Anyway, Scarlet getting 7 worker kills. She is just an absolute assassin of the workers. Taking out Mr. Greedy Rex. Greedy Rex going into 4th hatch as well behind this. He had the earlier 3rd base, and he's down on workers. Scarlet's that good. All right. I mean, she did have a jump start on the layer and earlier mutas, etc., but she even had a +1 range attacks advantage. Going into +2, muscular augments on the way. Spore is going to maybe get him. Oh, gets him muta with the queens, too. Still, it's an awful lot of Hydralisks. Does she have groove spines? No, not yet. It was straight into muscular augments. I kind of like it. Groove spines are good against air and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, mutas do be fast. Oh, Chicken Man deserves to give me shit, man. He's put up with so much shit. Oh my god. He might as well be a plumber. Alright, anyway. We're gonna get off the Mario erotica right now before you guys think about it. Actually, I have oh shit, I do have it on. Anyway. Well, Overlord's getting cleaned up here. And, yeah. It's gonna be a huge supply block for Scarlet. It doesn't matter, though. She's the army supply lead, and she's just gonna steamroll across the map. These mutas with +2 are not... it's not done. Are not gonna be able to contest this amount of Hydralisks. Rex is forced to go back, and regardless of the great damage that he's done, Scarlet's getting more done on the other side of the map. And her opponent, I don't think, can really take this on, especially with the split and the roaches. Banelings? Well, that's some cope right there, guys. Oh my god. GG's called. Scarlet's gonna take it, so she is up 3 maps. If I'm doing this right by time. Yeah. And I will have to be interrupted again. We're gonna take some time between. I'm sure Chicken Man doesn't mind that much. For a cheeky little bit. Chicken Man is a goddamn legend as well. Guys, tomorrow, even if I am streaming, if anybody's up for the playoffs, make sure you watch 2 people, even if I am streaming. But number 1 of all people, and anybody, I don't care if Roddy's streaming, if Wardy's streaming, if Artosis is streaming, it's Chicken Man. Number 2 is the Cranky Ducklings. Arguably up there, right up there, is Alexander Enke, if you speak Spanish. You know a little bit of English. Give Enke some love. We got Inno. Crank's going to be casting tomorrow, by the way, guys. So we actually have Into the Inno and Crank casting. I did reach out to Crank. Proxy Gemini. I have a Chicken Man, did you know that if you're there? I'm not going to bug you. You're around. You've done enough. You've done more than enough forever. Oh, no, we're missing... It's alright. Okay. So big, huge thanks to Chicken Man. Take TV. Chicken Man may have asked them. We got Bel Air StarCraft for Francais, I believe. They can't make it. Oof. Yeah, see, Chicken Man was right on that. See, this is why we're the good duo. Chicken Man and I can know how to wrangle people up. You know why? You know how we can wrangle people up and get them to wrestle? This is why.
He's got himself a good old yeah!
I don't have the graphics on, but...
Right on in!
You get canned Chicken Man. Hey. It saves him his voice a little bit, you know? Alright. And I don't feel bad for doing that. I mean, Roddy usually pulls up Cyril's voice all the time and stuff, you know? So, and they're on like a team. We used to be on a team. We still are a team. We're KSL team. Going on to game number 2. And this is going to be on Gressfan. I'm just keeping an eye on my order. I really wanted to get a beer between. I know. That's nothing we could have done better there is all I'm going to say. That is the definition of nothing we could have done better there. Chicken Man, as the saying goes.
Am I? Or am I so
Shigamer.
that you just blew your mind?
Thank you for the 19 months in a row. My man coming in for a sub. Even though he's been busy. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Gressvan. Up a point. It is the Queen of Blades herself, Miss Scarlet, from the Shopify Rebels. Shopify Rebellion. And her opponent at the bottom right. He's Zerg as well. He's blue. Give it up for Mr. Rex. Thank you so much, my man. Alright, as we get into it, we'll just see the opener. I'm going to read chat. It looks to be another pretty standard opener for both. KSL is going good. It's because Chicken Man's the fucking man. I think if I actually get adjusted to stuff, I'm going to be more help. And guys, if you want to help this tournament, consider becoming a KSL patron. I know right now it seems rough, but when this is all said and done, there's always great content. It's a rough time for people wanting to watch it too in the United States, but as I mentioned earlier, imagine being in Chicken Man's shoes earlier today, for example, and tomorrow. Even myself, I'd be like, well, it could always be worse in terms of time. And while we're waiting, we're talking about a buzz. Fisherman's had a good time out in Punta Cana. Drinking White Russians and Presidente beers. What are you, the fucking dude? You are the dude, pretty much, Fisherman. I mean, you look a little more like Les Claypool. But you're like Les Claypool meets what is it, Jeff Bridges there? Jeff, whatever the fuck. I'm fucking tired. Anyway. I can see that, though. Well, you're more like the character. If you gave him a fishing pole and a hat, that's you pretty much. And you know? Alrighty, anyway, got a couple of queens on both sides, a couple of lings. I'm surprised we don't have any cheese. Got either one. I do not know. Alright, lings going across the map. From both of them, just a couple scouter lings, a couple defensive lings gonna stay. Rex again going for an earlier third Scarlet. I think she is going for a third hatch as well this game. Gonna change it up a little bit. Honestly, not that early of a third compared to her opponent, and it's pretty heckin' close. Obviously, Scarlet has an extra workers. Why? That's all there is to write at home about it. Not much. Scarlet's taking a bit of a hurt. But Rex seems like he's just fine right here. She couldn't even get really any pressure on the third base. Because it was just a mere build. That being said, it's not anymore. Rex going for the cheeky Baneling nest pretty quickly. It's usually for defensive Banes. Scarlet usually plays pretty standard, but she has some cheeky builds in ZVZ. I'd like to see if she is going to go implore that. That said, she is going for a Roach Warren. So both playing kind of standard, but we're not going to see the Link Bane Wards on both sides. Unfortunately, with this micro. Like, Rex is obviously the lesser favored player. It is Scarlet, but at the end of the day, Rex is also he's pretty good. He is a pretty good Zorg. Alright, Scarlet kind of going for a little ring around the rosy here. We have no more. Well, you have one Baneling. One Baneling's really all Rex needs, I feel like, but for what's happening. But at the same time, it could be a little bit of an underestimate from our blue Zerg player. Scarlet already going into Roaches. Getting more Banelings. He's trying to get a Bane bust on Scarlet. A bold move. For sure. Oh! So the thing about ZVZ, one misclick and Scarlet could have lost a ton of Zerglings right there. They're all clumped up together. You know how it be. Fighting in their pack, and one Baneling just ruins their lifetime, pretty much. They have to be replaced by their friends. Baneling bust from Rex, though. Oh, does he land it? 4. Oh, my God. Well, only 4 workers fell for Scarlet. Still, not a bad idea. That could have been a lot worse. Even for Scarlet, as you can see, the Ling run by for the timing of the Roaches. The Ravagers being forced to morph are not good. Well, Rex might get one off of her. Gonna get a queen. Gonna get another queen. Scarlet, though, getting the Roach Rav out. The Ravager's gonna go down again. But Scarlet on better tech for the moment. That being said, let's take a look at the trades. 30 Lings and 2 Banelings. Honestly, the trades, not looking that great for Scarlet. 2 coins fell, all the Roach Ravager. Rex doing a pretty good job there. But at the same time, Scarlet's going in for the Inquisition. Ranged attacks and Glue Reconstitution coming up behind this. We'll see what happens. Oh my good lord. Damn. Honestly, that was a pretty smart move from Rex. I didn't think it was going to go that well, and Let me tell you, I was way off. Rex got some good value. Still, the game is not over, that's for sure. Scarlet trying to get a good counterattack. Has to be careful, though. There are banelings about. There are roaches, there's queens. And Scarlet's going into Gleal and +1 before. So right now, in a way, as much as Scarlet was down a bit, let's take a look at the income. Rex taking the lead for a bit, obviously. Scarlet capitalized on what she had as a lead before and is going into +1 ranged attacks extremely earlier, and Gleal reconstitution, which is roach speed for those of you that don't know. So she should be at a pretty good spot for a upgrade advantage because their opponent's doing about the same. Oh my god. Yeah, he's like way behind on Gleal. And Scarlet's been pumping out roaches, so she's going to sit here at 65. She's so ahead in workers. She could literally sit here and pump out roaches and be ahead. And it could end up being a game of more versus less. At a pretty crisp timing attack. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens, but we'll see. Army supplies in favor of Rex, though. Let's take a look. Yeah, most of it's actually... He's doing okay. He's not out. He's droned up behind it. Still, I feel like Scarlet could get into a lead onto her Roach Ravager, but losing the 2 queens did mess with the larva. That was no bueno. Oof. Rex losing a cheeky overlord there from the corrosive biles. Let's see what happens from here. I like the pneumatized carapace from Scarlet. Going into carapace, speaking of which, in ranged attacks +2. She's not skipping a beat on the upgrades. So went ahead, stay ahead. I like the double Evo play from Scarlet on this, truthfully. She's going to split some stuff off. Rex is not in the greatest position of map vision. He has 2 overlords. 3 overlords, I'd say, on the map. The 1 rando Calrissian Baneling. What are you doing, Rex? Scarlet does not take out the Overlord. This Baneling's not going to get a kill. Is it a distraction, Bane? Oh, man. Scarlet with the pneumatized carapace. That's Overlord speed, folks. Is going to zoom past the armor, sees it, get some preemptive corrosive biles. I do like... Oh, Rex with a bit of miss micro right there. Is going to eat some more. Still, Rex trying to land his own. Are not going to hit anything, but... Oh, my God. Scarlet's just taking a better fight with better upgrades. Well, actually, they're even on upgrades, I should say. It was 1-1. She's going to have better eventually, but just taking a way better fight right there. Rex is down some supply. Well, I mean, Roach versus Roach can be cool. As much as, yeah, at times it's like whatever. Depending on how the games goes, it can be really good. Scarlet's respecting her opponent's respecting her. We still are gaming. Alright. Maybe I should probably sit up more and not fall asleep on my keyboard, guys. Key face back at you again. Speaking of key face, I think Rex might be putting his face on his keys pretty soon. Scarlet's pushing it high with a big army supply advantage. It's 135 to 104. Rex building more, though. But it's not like Scarlet's on some window of time. Scarlet's sitting pretty. Literally, like, has a higher army supply cap than her opponent at 65 drones. So Scarlet has this perfectly calculated. Oh, yeah. Nice run by attempt from Scarlet. I mean, honestly, I have to say Rex started out really good, but Scarlet's, oh my God, got a Roach Road Light. Look at Scarlet, a 3-prong attack in ZVZ, catching the main base mineral line. You know why it wasn't a run by? She actually did a drop of roaches. 200 IQ play from the Queen of Blades. Taking a better fight over here, taking a more versus less fight over here, and getting a cheeky drop in the main base. It is deflected, but GG is called Scarlet in the second 2-0 that she's received in this event. Pretty good stuff. Look at me not falling asleep in my chair. I'm literally like, I'm turtling up here like Mitch McConnell. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyway, guys, give me just a moment. We're going to do our next series, which will be, I'm going to use the bathroom. My order is on its way today by 8:01 p.m. It's probably going to be earlier than that. Next series is going to be... Aha. I do believe I know which one it is. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah. I already have a spoiler alert for myself, but it was early enough that it just checks out. All right, so bear with me here, guys. I will be back in just a few. And we're getting into Scarlet versus Ryung, by the way. This should be a banger. All right, guys, I will have to break from my order again. And this is 100% a scuffed live cast. Chicken Man, don't be worried about embarrassment. I'm just, like, falling asleep at the wheel. Everybody already knows it. Does it really matter? Because it's what we do here sometimes. Yeah. All right, I believe I have our first match queued up. It is Scarlet versus Ryung. Little ZVT this time. Chicken Man sent me some replays he got. If you're missing any of this, Chicken Man, too, I will send it your way. For sure. That is no problemo. Alright, anyway. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, Babylon in the red. Give it up for Scarlet from Shopify Rebellion. And her opponent in the upper left. He is blue, representing Onside Gaming. Give it up for Ryung. Alrighty. We'll see what happens here. Looks to be a pretty standard opener from both. We aren't going to see any proxy racks out of Ryung. He's playing Omega based. Scarlet is always Omega based. Sending me replays earlier on. So Chicken Man, that worked out. That's what I'm going to say. My shout out to him anyway. You can only handle so much Dave here when you're this scuffed. Actually, this is a little opener. Interesting opener. Thanks for the follow, Cuckoo TV. Are you the Eggman? Are they the Eggman? Cuckoo Kachu? Cuckoo TV. How do I say your name? Kukel. Well, thank you anyway for the follow. Appreciate it. Kuko? I never took French, so Apologies. I had a feeling it was. But, anyways, we get into this. Cuckoo. Okay. Thank you, Cuckoo. It's going to be a reactor first opener from Ryung. Fortunately for him, Scarlet's not opening too cheeky. So in a way, this is going to be a little cheekier. Cost the same as a Reaper, but this may be a double Reaper opener. If I am to guess, it's very possible. Could just be a 2 Marine opener, too. Could be a lot of things. I'm really curious. Could be a 2-1-1. We'll find out. Alright, I think I know the play. Here's my educated guess. Even though I saw this match, I actually forgot the beginning of this game. It's pretty amazing. I actually like this. It's been long enough of a day where I'm going to forget my name, so quite alright. Alrighty. Well, standard opener from Scarlet. She's got her 4 queens, her 2 lings. It's basically the equivalent of a Reaper fast expand, but no wall from Ryung. This is interesting. He's getting his factory out, but does have the 2 Marines. Scarlet could put some pressure on. Is just going to look for the SCV, getting a little damage. Do a little bit of ling split. But 4 ling pressure could actually do pretty good. No, not now. 4 Marines are out. And it's going to be a swap-arino to the reactor. Is Ryung going to go into something cheeky here? I believe so. He's got his 2 gases saturated. Going in for a star fort. Reactor's ready, and the barracks is scouting. That's why I'm saying this is probably going to be a mech game, folks. Barracks getting a good scout here on everything. It actually might be a kill for this. It's actually going to be a good chance of losing the Overlord here. It's just a matter of these lings going down too. Ryung can probably try to save these Marines. That being said, Scarlet getting metabolic boost. It's nothing too crazy right now. Got our first pair of Hellions coming out. Starport's going to finish up. The barracks still scouting us to get the kill on the Overlord. Well, maybe not. Okay, now he is. Overlord going down. Scarlet going to finish up metabolic boost here at the spawning pool in just 5 seconds. From there, the 3rd hatch just finishing up. Standard opener for Miss Scarlet. And she, well, Ryung's going 3, not 3 CC. He's going into a 2nd racks, an additional, not an additional CC. Excuse me. I was going to say, usually with a Cloak Banshee opener, you're going 3 CC builds. So you usually been in the meta, but Ryung not doing so. He's going right into an additional wrap, so he's probably going to go right into bio after, where I thought it might have been mech. It still probably, it could be mech. Let's see. Oh, man. And we'll see. All right, here we go. All right, I have to read this from Sibajan. Now, what do we got going on here? I asked Bovo why he didn't cast KSL, and he asked me who ratted him out, and I said Chicken Man. Oh, wow. Wow, the BM from Sibajan. From Cybajan. That is pretty funny. Pretty funny. I think his name really was Cybajan, guys, but I've called him that for so long. Now he's like, nah, man. That's what I always said it was. Alright. Cloak Banshee gonna make its way out. Scarlet does have a Spore Crawler in her natural and 3rd, and actually in the main as well. Banshee gonna get a couple workers. 3 cheeky workers, 4 cheeky workers. Does he get a 5? No, he does not. Alright, anyway, 3rd CC is gonna finish up here. Raven on the way. Raven, what the deuce? We watching Gumio here? We got Rax and Raven. But it's 2 racks, so it's going to be a 2-on-1 kind of opener after the Raven. This reminds me of Gumi God right here. Like, I'm not even going to say it. It really reminds me of Gumi God. That being said, again, this is a scuff cast, guys. Even at my best, it's a scuff cast, so this is hardly my best. Tomorrow will be better. And I'm going to try to pass out after, but I have to get my beer order. I spent too much money on. So in the meantime, we're all going to enjoy the games together, and that's about it. All right, I like the range attacks and the, well, glial reconstitution from Scarlet. Normally, if you're going for a roach play, she can hit a good timing, but against Bio, I'm not the biggest fan against roaches against Bio, but it's a roach ravager component. She may be expecting something cheekier like mech, like I thought, but that being said, it's not as much scouted. She does have link speed. And, oh, there's Carapace behind it too, of course, so that's pretty good. Against Bio, you need that Carapace. She could ultimately go into +1 melee. You're going to be behind the Terran then, but still. At this point, we'll see how she does it. It is a cheeky 2-on-1 play. Combat shield just coming down. That's why the double medevacs there was just a interesting timing one. A bit different of a 2-on-1. We don't mind off the meta plays here. That's for sure. In the Korean StarCraft League. Especially in the SummerSlam. We'll take it. Alright, 4 drones straight out for just only 1 Marine. That's a nice Terraning by Commander Ryung. Oh my goodness. Tater Tutor has a plug in his tummy, guys. It's actually true. True story. Alright, Banshee's moving across the map back home because Scarlet, it's a pretty decent army. Still, she doesn't want to engage in the Banshees. Roaches do not shoot up. And we don't have, well, we have a lair. She's going into a pretty decent timed hive for a 5th base behind it. That being said, I have to keep an eye on my order. Alright. See how this one plays out. Army supply in favor of Ryung. He's got a pretty nice push. He did hit a timing. Scarlet does have her 1-1, but Ryung does as well. Yeah. That do be looking pretty good. Alright, anti-armor missile does hit on the Roach Ravager, and the Corrosive Bile narrowly dodging the target. Let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Marines do go bird chat. Zagasonic is right on the money. But guess what? Corrosive Biles and Roaches still going bird. Tanks doing the most with it. That's the problem with the Roach Ravager. If you sit there and keep eating the tanks, they will chew through your army pretty rapidly, as is the case. Scarlet losing her 3rd hatchery. And in addition to it, a whole metric crap ton of drones right there. 24 in total this game. Is not ideal for her. Ryung still leading an army supply. Scarlet going to finish some typical hooks. Oh, one of the Ravagers morphing is going to go down. This is looking kind of terrifying. Alrighty. Thanks of Siege and a big push. It's all out. This is not looking good for Scarlet. And looks to me like Ryung's going to take it. Well, here we go. That was game number 1. I got to keep an eye out. My order's coming soon. Normally, I wouldn't give a damn. But I actually do give a damn about this order. Imagine paying too much money for a 12-pack. Which I'm not going to drink it all tonight. Still. Far from it. So even if my cast goes short on this, which it likely will, I'm going to try to make it into the morning. Yeah, so Ryung takes the first game. That said, we're going to go into game 2 in a minute. I want to make sure... Yeah, I might have to... Oof. Huh. The timing of this is very rough. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to sleep on it if I'm going to do this one right now. I don't see any updates just yet. But I knew my orders... do know my orders in the way, so they're probably going to be here soon. I got to make sure I have my ID. Young lag with great hair cast. What hair? What hair do you refer to? Tater Tutor, Tater Tutor. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Well, guys, I gotta say, lesson learned. I was just complaining about my order being too expensive, right? Come to find out, from how I do my stuff on this, apparently I was spot on. Every time I'm like, hold on, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna buy with this. That is the way to do it. So I just blew a lot of money extra, where I could have ordered literally a couple items even. I would have actually wasted a ton less money rather than just buying beer. That was so dumb. That is not the way to shop. But D-Gen moment, you know? What do we got here? Alright, anyway. Game number 2 will be in a bit. I don't want to miss this order because of it. It's the principle of the thing. How you doing, vet? So we can hang out for a few. Like I said, totally shot, and I may just cast this whole set, not this series, but the next one, and maybe play one more cheeky game because we're crushing it on the ladder, so I can go to bed and cast in the morning with a fresh set of eyes. Doing tired. Nothing quite like a $4 movie ticket. $4 movie ticket is not too bad. Alright, now they're heading to me, it says. So I could have started casting this, my bad. You know what, we're gonna do it anyway. If I have to, I don't want to pause it from you. I might have to just up and dip. Alright, here we go. This is a best of 5, by the way. I had set the best of 3. Best of 5 Reno. Alright, down a point, but not out. And shout out to Chicken Man again for that fancy little KSL logo spinnery do zippity do stinger there. In the bottom left hand corner, give it up for our red Zerg player. It is Scarlet. And her opponent in the upper right, he's blue. Ryung. Playing with the Terran SCVs in the blue. It is a transition. It's a stinger. It's a transitional stinger. Both are correct. It technically is a transition that is a stinger. Fun fact, you were not wrong, Sipachan. All right. You are not wrong, Mr. Sibba. How are you guys doing? Vets doing all right? I'm guessing Buckstar doing all right. Tater, Tutor, and Sibba, and everybody else in chat. All right, so for game number 2, looking a little standard again. And Scarlet would need to 3-1 Ryung or potentially 4-1 Ryung. Not 4-1. Sorry, 3-2 Ryung. Wow, you can just see my brain's working really well today. Well, you know how that goes. It's gonna be a Reaper Fast expand from Ryung, playing a little standard, a little old school, if you will, for the Korean server anyway. So far, we've not seen any cheeky 2-racks Reaper openers, proxy 3-racks, any of that stuff. But is proxy 3-racks even not considered old at any time? My answer would be no. I mean, this build's been around forever. Alrighty. Push the drone button, Scarlet. Mr. Gene Sim. I do believe she will be making a few drones in this game. And naturally, right when I start this, we're going to have some action. I'm going to have to follow something and hope for the best because my delivery is almost here. Didn't I just say that, guys? If I just waited, you know, it'd be like 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, but we're going to get into it. Now, I'm going to be away from my keyboard for a second. I'm just going to pretend my mic's gone and my mouse just got unplugged. Oh, nice save on the drone for Ms. Scarlet. She did manage to get her 3rd base at a good time. Pretty standard play. The Reaper did delay a little from Ryung, so he's playing all right. And that being said, I have to get outside, so bear with me. We'll be right back. We're going to follow this Reaper. Oh no! My mic was unplugged. Oh no! My mouse is unplugged. We missed a lot of action of 2 drones falling, and 2 Hellions were there. Haha. Chicken man like that? Oh man! What will I ever do? I don't know how that happened. I'm blaming my cats. Alright, anyway. We do have 4 Hellions. Scarlet not able to get much right there. We do have Hyperflight rotors being researched. As well as Banshee Cloak, double Starport Cloak Banshee with Hyperflight rotors. This is always annoying. Oh my goodness. This is going to be quite annoying for Scarlet to deal with. She is quite good, obviously, but we'll see what happens. She does usually make a ton of queens. Has a couple spores coming up and even a layer, though. Problem is it's going to take a little bit for an Overseer to come as well. I like the spore placement. Scarlet may or may not have gotten a good read, guys. You know, you can just use your imagination. If you're good at reading the mini-map, you'd know that she maybe got a cheeky ling in. Got a little Overlord Scout. But there we go. 3 Banshees. Already done 4 Banshees. Being built 2 at a time. Gonna go put some pressure across the map in a timing attack. A little bit of Stabberino from Ryung. Ryung is getting his 3rd CC behind it. Scarlet has her 4th finishing up. Ryung going to put pressure on with 7 Hellions. Actually, no, it's 8 Hellions. For some reason, it looked like 7, but... Huh. 8 would make more sense. It reactor production that produces 2 Hellions at the same time. Sometimes we learn to count from reading Rainbow, you know? That's gonna be my excuse. I learned to count at reading Rainbow. Newest Daveism 1.0. Should have been watching the count on Sesame Street. Alright. Banshee's putting some pressure on the extractor. Gonna delay some gas mining from Scarlet. Ryung not paying attention because the Hellions are getting overtaken on the other side. 7 drones fall. How many died over here? 5 Hellions fell so far. Another gonna drop as well. Banelings at the back foot. Actually, it's just a Bane. He's gonna be going down. Did we lose any Banshees? No Banshees lost. Alright. So, realistically, decent trades for Ryung, but he has some very battered and bruised Banshees. He's going into double Cyclone production with Magfield, Madfield Acceleration, and Infernal Pre-Igniters. Alright. With that said, we do have Melee Carapace and Centrifugal Hooks finishing up for Scarlet, going into Muscular Augment, so Scarlet is going into Hydralisk behind this. But she has to be careful. These Banshees can get a bunch of work done. Are not going to find a base right there. But the creep sees him. And Ryung with the Cloaky boys. Has to be careful not to... Oh, wow. Scarlet actually seemed like she almost target fired. It almost seemed intentional how that one Banshee was getting hit. Usually they target the lower HP one. It was not the case. Like just on their own and auto attacks. All right. I don't know. And, yeah, a lot of pressure coming in. Buckstar shot. You know what? What's the least used Terran upgrade? Building armor? I'd actually argue it's the medevac speed upgrade, which is going to become the medevac healing upgrade. That, in my opinion, I think is probably the least used one. Unless you're talking late game. So, yeah. Gene Sims right. Scarlet is surpassed 80 workers. Does lose this base, but still, it's a cancel, not a kill. As you can see here, too, just to confirm. You guys are half as sleepy as I am. Chicken Man's got to be 10 times sleepier than I am. All right. Cloak getting done, and let's see what happens here. Nice push of Hellions and Cyclones. Banshee's getting some work in, but we don't see any more Cyclones in production. 3 more factories from Ryung. He's not going into upgrades, though. He doesn't have any armories. So, with mech or battle mech, I personally think when you get those upgrades with it, it can be pretty strong. Obviously, it's pretty strong on its own. But you watch a difference when you have like 1-1. And actually, if with double starport, if you optimized it and we're pumping out Banshees as well, you could also go vehicle weapons and ship weapons. Banshee's putting some good pressure on. Are not able to cancel or kill the hatch. You know, Ryung's pushing out with all these Hellions, all these Cyclones. What's over here? Not much for the moment. Scarlet does have her army. They're on creep, so they'll be able to get over quick. A couple Overlords fallings. Kind of a nuisance, but it doesn't even supply cap, Scarlet. Not supply block, but cap. Oh, Ryung. His forward-facing Cyclone does eat the Banelings. All right, from it. We do have adrenal glands and carapace finishing up for Ms. Scarlet. Who actually is getting... Ryung's actually doing a pretty good job on trades right there. Take a look at the total losses. Yeah, it's a 2-to-1 trade, pretty much. Not in gas, but still pretty good for Ryung. He did lose that Raven, by the way. Another game with a cheeky Raven. It's only game 2. Blue Flame Hellions and Cyclones trying to push this back, but oh no, the Banelings are not going to be able to make connects. What's scarier is these lurkers, which means blinding clouds and abducts for Ryung to deal with. Ryung giving me Gumi Ho vibes right here in this game. I don't know about you guys, but it's really reminding me of the Gumi God a little bit. Alright. Nice retreat from our Terran player. That being said, we have Widow Mines behind it, Drilling Claws, and now is our first upgrades for Terran. Scarlet going into... she's going into 2-2 for melee and ranged attacks upgrades for her Zorg. But this is the scarier part. You disjoint the Cyclones from the Hellions or have less Hellions with the Cyclones. Adrenal Lings is finished. Widow Mines are a good unit. For those of you that didn't see this, could go either way. Well, that's it. Scarlet gets a nice clean kill of 19 workers, the planetary, and both gases. Pretty good stuff. And then the other side of it, we didn't see it, but look at a lot of the Hellions just fell. Oh, mamma mia. The Banshee's coming out. It's a mamma mia moment. All right. Well, not much getting done over here by Ryung. Ryung's looking like he's in a rough spot. I'm not going to lie, guys. He's down in army supply. He's down in upgrades. Does have mech. He does have this CC going down, but he's lost a lot of workers. He's lost a lot of army where he traded more efficiently before. I don't know. I'd wager that he's not trading so efficiently now, and I'd be right. As if any of you were guessing from those fights. Those were not the fights we're looking for. That said, it's a lot of Hydra Ling Bane coming in. Not so much Bane, but it's enough Banes. It's a lot of Ling Hydra with it. Banshees and Cyclone's going to try to hold this. Killing an SCV on the side does Scarlet. Nice little abductoritos from Scarlet. Ryung getting a couple kills. for the mines, but it's not many lings. Oh, that one was a sick Widow Mine shot, but still, it's not enough. Scarlet pouncing in over here, putting pressure on Ryung, but Ryung is going to deflect a bit. Oh, these lings getting chiseled. Long distance mining. Scarlet going to pressure up. Maybe at the 12 o'clock base. It's not a planetary yet. It's going to be started. If Scarlet hits this, and it looks like she is going to, that could be potentially one dead planetary fortress. Alrighty. Blue Flame Hellions and Cyclones with Mag Field Accelerator going to hit this, but this looks like one dead CC. That's a lot of Hydralisk and a pretty good concave, though at a distance. Yeah, Scarlet is looking pretty good there. She's in a good spot. Oh, it's on fire. That's not going to live. And she's just relentlessly pushing over here while Ryung tries to fight this. And she still has a bunch of army over here. She's just a Headsville, USA. Or a Headsville, Korea. For the Korean StarCraft League. SummerSlam. GG is called. Scarlet's going to take game number 2. We're now tied 1-1. And, you know. Nice. Nice, Saiba John. I know it's probably really your name, but still. I'm just going to go ahead with it anyway. You know? GG. Alright, anyway. Let's see what happens. Going on to game number 3 in just a momento. And guys, do me a favor, if you're not, yes, we got a little spoiler now. I was hoping to do it this morning. I didn't. Don't click the bracket if you don't want to be spoiled. If you do, be a jerk. But do us a favor, consider being a patron of the Korean StarCraft League. Maybe you're not that much of a jerk. This tournament is 100% community funded. Community casted. Community of Chicken Man and I organized, mostly Chicken Man. And that said, this is the fruits of everybody's good deeds and labor and money. The upper left-hand corner of Neo Humanity. In the red, representing a Shopify Rebellion, it is Scarlet. And her opponent at the bottom right, in the blue, representing Onside Gaming, it is Ryung. And welcome, Fractal Cactal. You're a jerk? I don't know. You're usually alright. You can be pretty fun in sales chat with me, though. Then I would argue we're both jerks. Occasionally. Every so often, you and I could be... I may be right there. I may or may not be right. Alrighty. Gonna be standard opener from Scarlet so far. Ryung going for the old 2-Rax Reaper opener. 2-Rax Areno from Ryung. We'll see what we got here. The X-Files. What am I? Is my smoking reminding you of the Smoking Man or something, Gene Sim? Unfortunately, I'm not going to pull up my X-Files-esque, you know, Simpsons themed, but not quite, Dave Alien VTube model. Alrighty. Overlord's going to scout this out. Good read by Scarlet. Little risky sometimes, but not this early in the game usually. I don't think it's a super high-risk play. Ryung going in for 2 Reapers here. And Scarlet going to take the 3rd base behind the gold minerals. So she's going to be a little exposed. And yeah, guess what? Ryung is going full send with the Reapers, even though she scouted this. I'm not sure if Ryung knows that her Overlord was there. Like, I think you can see that. 100% you can see that. He's not responding. He's just going to build the Reapers anyway. He's going to look around, probably try to get some damage. Scarlet with the 6 lings. And he's going to start disjoining them a little. Now the 2 Reapers are here. It's a bit of a problem, but at the same time, it looks like we might lose a Reaper. Ryung keeps it alive with just 6 HP. So not bad for Mr. Ryung. A couple more Reapers going to join the party behind it. So 3 Reapers over here. I'm going to put a little pressure on the third one, joining his friends Ronnie and Rupert as they start smashing at this third hatch. 3 should be enough. As you see here, Scarlet is going to be mining out of the gold base. And Dave is going to be talking away from his microphone, apparently. And behind it, we got a tech lab and a reactor. So Ryung could do what I call the Oliveira build. Should be a 4-axe follow-up. Or he could do something a little more in lines of Beon. Another Eon. There's no G and with a B. And go 2-1-1. Ha! Theater tutor is funny. Aye. Alright, orbital command center coming down. Stem on the way, reactor finishing up. And it does look like it's going to be a 3CC 2-1-1. 3 racks factories, not usually a TVZ build. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I mean, if you did something cheekier, I don't know, maybe, but against Protoss, yes. Zerg, not so much, depending on what kind of game you got. Still, a nice cancellation on that third hatch, by the way, from Ryung. He killed the drone too, so that was all right. Getting a little more damage than maybe if Scarlet took it on the other side, she wouldn't have got. Because the Queens couldn't make it over there in time. That is the biggest reason for it. Scarlet's just going to start mining this out while she's waiting for this hatchery to come, getting those gold minerals, and going to be able to secure and tank this base pretty easily. Well, she's just going to go, wait, what happened to the drones? She started mining it out more.
Am I?
Tater
Or
Tutor.
am I so sane that
Thank you
just
for the
blew
gifted
your
sub
mind?
to Life's a Baller.
Lifesaballer_ just subscribed.
Thank you. All right, Ling's moving on in. Thank you very much. Oh, taking all your money, being based, making Life's a Baller a little more Kirkage. Spreading that William Shatner love everywhere. Even though that's not fully the meme, but it's still pretty accurate. Thank you, my friend. All right, Stem is going to finish up. We got Medivacs coming. We got 1-1 on the way for Ryung. A textbook 2-1-1 on Neo-Humanity, which could be, honestly, it could be good. But how Scarlet's now expanded, I don't think it's going to be the greatest. But we'll see. Okay, the Reaper's going to go separate from this unless he picks it up. Oh, yeah, nope. 4 Reapers going back. Ryung going to land his 3rd CC, which is already an orbital. Starting to build some stuff up. Medevac going to find its way. Well, the 2 Medevacs going to find their way over here. Is likely to be scouted. Scarlet, as I usually say, is got some decent Queen defense here, though. Oh, yeah, does she ever? I don't know if she got a little wind of this or just she's prepared. Ryung hitting her with an old school 2-1-1. And it looks like he is going to get the hell out of there. Try to go to the main base and get some damage. We'll see what happens. Well, no. Ryung just going Marine Tank, dropping 3 more racks. Actually, even more. So he is going to be at 8 racks, and this is said and done. 6 followed up, 5 finishing here. We got a armory behind it. I like that. So we can go into 2-2 potentially with +1 vehicle weapons or +1, which would usually be vehicle weapons if he does it. It could also be vehicle plating if he switches the Widow Mines. You usually do that, obviously, if they're going Ling Bane. All right. That said, Scarlet is going into melee and carapace +1 with centrifugal hooks. So obviously she's been committing pretty hard to Ling Bane, going into a Hydra Den as well. Hoping to get some damage done. All right, Ling Bane pushing out. We'll see what happens from here. The Reapers coming on in. Alrighty, folks. It's alien poo and dead decomposing bodies all making a stink slime. Oh my goodness. I didn't see what was happening before, but the sesame creep. Sesame creep. Alright, nice tank positioning from Ryung. Is another behind it. I like this. Trying to clean up some creep. They're even on army supply. Scarlet, obviously, in a worker lead. She's She's trying to get some damage. Oh, the supply depot's not raised. Do the Lings make it in? They will not for the moment. Oh my god. Beautiful cleanup. Ryung actually holds it back. And, yeah, that's not too shabby. Ling Bane getting all done. The Reapers, well, they stayed alive for a while, but are going to totally get bodied by the Banelings. This might be a little bit of an overextension on a creep from Ryung. He didn't clean it up. Oh my god, the Banelings killed so much of that army. Ryung still has a decent army. He's a little ahead for the moment, but these Hydras going to pop. You don't want to over-engage into this with just 2 medevacs and a few Marines. Ling's going to go with some Banelings for a counterattack. Here's the wall. 4th CC on the way. Ryung just constantly putting some pressure on, trying to debate Scarlet, but she's just ready for to pounce on him. Gonna go instead into the natural. They're in the tank there. Scarlet splitting up her units, getting a surround on the Marines, getting a surround on the tank a little bit in the Nook. And she's gonna get a full surround right here. Ryung with his big army, gonna try to get some pushing done. Still, he holds for now. Again, medevac's coming in just in time to save the day. Alrighty. Got a cheeky, nice 3 siege tank, rather. I know I said 3cc. Was a 3cc after 8 racks build, interestingly enough. From Mr. Ryung. I want to say Beyond so bad, guys, because this game is, well, Chicken Man said it earlier, too. I'll say it. It does remind me quite a bit of how Beyond would play forever. And I'll beat the Beyond openers on the 2 racks Reaper opener into 2-1-1. So, not too super different, but I like the timing. Going into 8 racks, though, was pretty based. Alright, Ryung still has a good army over here. Tank's still alive. He's going to try to go... Oh, just taking the tank back. Scarlet going to reclaim this base at her 12 o'clock position. Ish. More or less 12 o'clock. Army supply in favor of Ryung Kai 1, so they're pretty close. Scarlet is a little more in drones, so Ryung could max out a little more. He's just building more tanks. Let's take a look at what the total army is. He's not getting more upgrades, it looks like. Infantry weapons +2 is finishing up. He does have infantry armor already, so he's alright there. Marine's gonna go pressure, and maybe. It's all scouted. Oh, that said the Ling Bane army in the 3rd base location for Scarlet. Oh my god, the Bane's cleaning up a lot of the workers and the SCVs. Or the SCVs. The workers are the SCVs. The Marines and the SCVs. Medevacs be damned. 3rd orbital command center falls. So Ryung mined out of his main base. He's getting mined out here eventually. Pretty soon, rather. On his natural. Still got enough for now. But something he'd have to think about. He's looking very behind us. 69 to 37 workers. He is getting a few on the pop. But Scarlet's leading economically. Pretty good here. Let's take a look at the battle. Oh my god, look at all this stuff that traded out. Pretty wild. Ryung now a little mauling, I'm sure. The Queen of Blades, Miss Scarlet, doing a pretty good, heckin' good job right here. Alright. Marine tank, doing pretty good. Alright, nice splits away from it all. Back of it. Unsiege tank gonna get some damage done. The medevac's pushing as well. Well, Scarlet's still leading the army supply lead, and Ryung definitely not looking too good on income. Not at all. Scarlet's been ahead for a good minute, and quite substantially ahead. She's at 64 to 38 workers. Ryung trying to get some damage. Still, we got a lot of links coming into Hydras and Queens. Kind of get in position if these medevacs go down. That's a huge problem for Ryung. He needs everything. He's going to try to push some more. He does have more upgrades coming. Scarlet with groove spines and ranged attacks with melee attacks coming down. So she's going to have 2-2-2 versus 2-2. All right. Anyway, Scarlet managed to get this base up a little earlier, as you know. So losing a base or not doesn't really matter that much. Back to 5 bases. She even has a macro hatch behind it. It's kind of nice stuff for Scarlet. Going into Vipers as well. That hive finished up. I forgot to mention that. So we'll see. Look at that cheeky little hive. In her main base. Ryung is actually floating his main CC out. He's lost a lot of money. He knows he needs his orbital. He's got a mule hammer out of this. How you doing, Mr. Green? All right, so anyway, yeah. Marco Yolo. Welcome, welcome. It's going to be a huge push from Ryung. There is no delay. This is casted from replay. This was done at 5 in the morning. How you doing, Bane Glory? Yeti, what's up? So Chicken Man sent me some more replays. Sadly, I missed a bunch of it. Hopefully some players get back to me. But realistically, I'm going to decide that I should cast the playoffs. I keep saying I'm going to, but we'll see if I can actually get up that. And my biggest thing is work right now, so... Finals, I will be casting at 5 a.m. sharp because I took Friday off. But I am so tired tonight. I can't promise anything. Cool, I can. I made a Team Liquid event just in case. To make sure we have an American viewing time for you guys. Tomorrow, we're going to have Maru. We're going to have Kira. We're going to have Bion. We're going to have Gumi Ho in the round of 12 versus the 4 winners of the qualifiers here. Estrella versus Cyan, I did not. I messaged, I don't think I messaged Estrella. I can't remember if I did. I messaged Scarlet, Creator, and somebody, but I should have messaged him just in case. Alright, anyway, if you got him, then that's just sick. Okay. I thought you did. I couldn't remember 100%. Everything's a blur now, like this bloody mess on the map. 19 workers fallen before the Naturals pounce on. Scarlet's going to take it. GG is called. And we're going to be moving on to game number 4. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Yeti, Spaghetti, Bane, Glory, Green, Ultralisk. Guys, I decided, fuck it, we can do whatever on it. Chicken Man, I hope you don't mind. You know it's the Scuff Dave stream, but sometimes I do really try hard casting, but I'm doing everything in my power to hold my eyes open without drinking coffee because I won't be able to sleep. I would like to try to get up to do it. Map hacks, perhaps. So, going on to the next game in just a minute. Yeah, I mean, how are you doing? Did you get some more sleep in between? Because I know you took a nap. I'm wondering if you did another nap and then you're going to do another nap. What's the Chicken Man sleep schedule plans for the playoffs? This match, winner of this one was not. This one was not. This would go on to fight. Let me remember. Boom, 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 boom. This one was. Hang on. Where the hell's Ryung on here? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hang on. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. 1 second. All right. You passed the fuck out at 9 a.m. I thought so. I saw you offline. I'm like, I'm not even going to message you for a while. I was like, I figured if you were asleep, you wouldn't check anything. Then you'd see your messages after. 7 hours? Nice, dude. Anyway. Yeah. So hang on. Anyway. Hold on. I have to look at this. I was going to just check on something between. Chicken Man, I'm going to do what you asked me right now. Chicken, I don't know if you heard this or not. So guys, outside of this, Yeti, if you're still there, you're going to like this one. Some news to follow. If I hope it's, for the love of God, it's not on a weekday. I have another notch to write off the belt other than this major, amazing tournament. It's going to be Dave is going to cast one game of the Vulcan Cup finals coming up on Rotterdam stream with him. A Dave Roddy co-cast. Imagine. But I got Chicken Man. Chicken Man, are we doing the finals together? I'm gonna, my ass is gonna be there for the finals. Good Lord, I'm gonna be doing everything I can. If I have to stay up all night and make sure I sleep during the afternoon, I'll do it. Whatever I gotta do. I mean, we'll see. Actually, do you want me to send that? I'm just gonna say it to you, because fuck it. Happy birthday, Dave. What's up, Reza? How you doing, man? So I'm gonna send Mapu the mod file right now, just to make sure he's got it. I mean, it's right. I did upload it before, because it's gonna be easier. I'm just gonna give him a link to this. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just re-upload it to him. I'll do that right now. We have a game 3, and here I'm making you guys wait for this. Why not? Because heck it all, it's going to chicken. Like, I'd rather you guys do a fantastic live thing. Tomorrow I'll do what I can. I doubt I'm going to be able to cast all the playoffs because of work. I know I'm not going to be able to, in fact. Unless I'm sick tomorrow. If I'm sick tomorrow, happy birthday. Reza, it's not my birthday. But, appreciate it. Oh, appreciate it anyway, brother, man. That's funny. I'm just going to say, sure, it's my birthday. Sub to Dave, not a scam. Alright, so Mapu has the logos for Friday. We're good to go. Tonight's just chilling out, relaxing. Maxing on something. Alright, we did Neo Humanity. We're going to go on to map number 4. Scarlet is up 2. She is up 2 points. And this last one is going to be on another map that we're tired of playing on. But we're still going to like this game, I bet. Alright, anyway. She's up 2 points. In the red, representing Shopify Rebellion, get up for Scarlet. You know, sometimes she goes by never late for supper. And her opponent in the upper right, he's blue, representing Onside Gaming. It is Mr. Ryung with some snappy SCVs. Our Terran player. Alrighty, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be 16-something from Scarlet. Curious to see what this game brings us. J Butts. Oh my god. Guys, I feel like it's Mo Sizlak and The Simpsons. When I read chat and I look at your names. Welcome, J Butts. By the way, guys, I don't know if I did have a few follows today. If you're new to this stream, smash this follow button. But do me a favor. Please consider being a patron if you like this tournament. This is just the qualifiers. Every week we've had a $400 weekly. For 25 weeks, we're going to take a break this week. Which I think is well-deserved for Mr. Man of Chickens. I think for everybody that's been casting as well, even in stuff. But Chicken Man's been doing the heavy lifting on the organizing. I do my part too. Everybody's been pulling their weight. The patrons been pulling their weight. And this is a $4,500 tournament. You guys can contribute to the tournament too with that Matcherino link down below. Or you can become a patron and help continue this tournament for as low as $5. $5 a month. You get replays from every weekly. And you'll get the replays from this event. So you can study them, you can cast them. You can brag to your friends that don't have them. You could also make them into an NFT. Actually, you probably can't do that, but still, you can try to. I wouldn't recommend it. But, you know. We'll let you have a portion of it for more money to the patron. Patreon. I will say this, the Patreon goes to the players. That's what you're helping out. Alright, anyway. Here we are, chat. It's going to be a Reaper expand from Mr. Ryung, so nothing cheeky this game. Scarlet with some decent micro right there. Saving everything. We don't expect kills usually. Reaper's going to scout the... yep, he's going to go scout the third now. Does disjoint the queens. Lings don't have metabolic boost, so there's no ling speed yet. They are going to be able to defend, but Ryung could put some pressure on. Is not going to... Well, I don't know what he's doing, actually. I now disagree with Ryung's play. He's being a little greedy here. Queen is going to be able to hit this Reaper. It's got to go down. Okay, it's just going to go one level. Some maps. It's not like Altitude where you have 2 layers of Reaper cliffs. Oh, my goodness. Jay, I own your... I have to read chat for this one. Jay Butts is, he knows... Tater Tutor knows Jay Butts is Uncle Dixon Butts. And, we now have Peon Poo Poo. Peon Poo, sorry. Oh my god, my chat has devolved to a whole other level. Just by existing. Gotta love to see it. We're all back to 3rd grade. Or have we ever left? You know, guys... I never got my grade 10. I'm only teasing. Alright. The Devolver. The D-Rover. Mr. Green. Alright, anyway. Reapers and Hellions. Do get a creep tumor. That's about it. Nothing too exciting yet. Looks like it is going to be a Cloak Banshee build. This is the standard Cloak Banshee 3cc. More or less, kind of like Clem does it. Not going to lie, Clem, a big fan of this build. He has some cheeky variants. So, I don't hate it. It's standard play. 3cc Cloak Banshee into bio. Scarlet isn't exactly being as greedy as before, but you know, usually you're not going for too fast of a 4th base. But we did see her do some cheeky stuff earlier. Oh, look at that. I say that. It's the jinx of the caster. Look at this. It is a early 4th base. A very well-timed 4th base for Scarlet. But is it well-timed if it gets pressured to cancel? That's the question. Queens are not in position. Where are the queens? God save the queen, as my buddy Gamer Richie would say. Oh my goodness. Throne getting roasted. Ling's getting roasted. Queens have made their way back in. The Cloak Banshee is rallied over here. Gonna go in, try to get a kill. Sees the Spore, and gonna hit this. The other Banshee doesn't make its way out. It's just the 2 Cloak Banshee build. Banshee's gonna put some more pressure up. Yeah, I don't think that's the play, Ryung. Scarlet is gonna deflect this with her queens. Not really anything over here to defend this. Still. Let's see. Ryung could potentially force a cancel. Nope. I mean, technically, maybe, but... Banshee's just being used to hit the queens. Kill some creep, but this Overseer's coming. Scarlet ekes out 1 transfuse. The Hellions pickling the hatchery. Getting some work on the Spore, though. Not too bad. All in all. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Nice 1-1 from Ryung. With Elstim finishing up. Not a 2-1-1 this time. It's just a standard 3-1-1 follow-up to a 2 Cloak Banshee push. Alright, Scarlet is going into Carapace. Not melee just yet. Gets centrifugal hooks. And she is going to make some baits. She had to make some concessions. I don't hate it. We'll see what happens here. Alright, Ling's gonna go chase this down. Hellions are gonna be, well, just seen by the Overseer. I almost said Observer. And yeah, that be it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I think I bumped something. Apologies, chat. My foot totally didn't hit an Ethernet cable. It's like that time when I'm not even joking. Like this time I wasn't away from my delivery order. And then telling you guys that, oh my god, I unplugged my mouse and microphone. After telling you that, I would say that after. Alright, gonna be a decent little push. Bunch of Hellions. Armory's gonna finish up, so they're gonna likely become Hellbats with one tank. Only one medevac. Cheeky little play from Ryung. Scarlet going to pressure into the Nat, into the third. A bunch of Lings, which could become Banelings. She does have a bit of gas. I think she's going to run them in as Lings, trying to get a Ling run by. Marines are clumped up here with the medevac. Oh, but guess what? They aren't held positioned. Terran feeling like Protoss for a moment. Oh my god, how you doing, Fred Mao? Terran feeling like Protoss. That feels Protoss, man. Ling getting a lot of SCVs behind this. Ryung down to 60 workers. Ling still running amok. Not going to chase down to the third for the moment. This is going to try to be pounced on. Banshee and Marines chasing the Lings back. Still, Ryung not catching any value really over here. The Hydras are out. Muscular Augments has finished. And we do have Groove Spines with Melee finishing up for Scarlet. Alright, with that said, we will see. From the rest. Oh my goodness. Tank is decent in the back, but it's only one. Oh, no, it is two tanks now. Hellbats can tank some of the Banes a bit, but realistically, Banes do help out a bit against Hellbats. This, oh my god, this medevac's so red, it's not even funny. Do we have Afterburner available? We do now. Oh, it just... Did you guys see the timing of that? Like, do we have Afterburner? It clicks in, I go, oh, we do. And then, like, the same instant, the Hydralists just absolutely murder all the Marines there. No SCV building the fourth for Ryung from all the Ling pressure before. I think that just was a little bit of a mistake. Ryung forced to do something daring, taking a drop. He's down in supply in every angle. Scarlet approaching 100 drones. And certainly ahead in income. I'm wondering if we still see anything in the last fight. I should have pulled this up before. Yeah, it's looking a little crazy. And this drop is only going to get some creep. And he's going to lose the Marines in the front. Saves the forward medevac. Barely saves the other. Still not out of the woods yet. Can't really get too much done. It's looking really rough for Ryung right now, guys. I'm not going to lie. 69 to 100 army supply. He's down 65 to 97 workers. He's only on 3 CC. Scarlet getting her 6 hatch behind it. And just an obscene economy. An obscene economy compared to Ryung, who's only seen little blips of being ahead throughout the game earlier on. That being said, this terrifyingly huge army of Scarlet is moving in. She is going to A-move. Banelings making a few connects, cleaning up the wall. That's going to supply block the hell out of Ryung. As you can see down here, the Hydra Ling Bane that contested this side is still alive. There's 2 medevacs here. Ryung doesn't have much else. Scarlet's is commanded and elite. He's been doing his upgrades behind it. You got to commend him there. He does have the 4th hatch, but oh, it's going to fly into the Ling Hydra Bane. Not like this. Ryung. Not Ryung. You were the chosen one. For anybody who watched when he made his comeback in DreamHack Atlanta qualify. Was it Valencia or Atlanta? I can't remember which one. Maybe it was Valencia. It's been a minute now. Be damned if I remember. I think it was Valencia, actually. Alright, Banelings crashing in. And, well, it's 24 SCVs dead. Force third base lift. 96 to 42 workers. Ryung is trailing in supply. Scarlet's still going for more upgrades. He does have 221 for vehicle weapons. Still, it's Hydra's out. We're not really in the economy where he can afford much for our Terran player, but still, he's trying to do something. His tournament lifeline to advance may be on the line here. I mean, he could get knocked out of the loser's bracket or whatever. I think he's approaching that time where it do be rough. Alright, anyway. Oh my god, Baneling's crashing into it. Tank's gonna try to hold. It's close in army supply, but again, if he can't get mining, he's in trouble. He's going to vehicle weapons +2. The Ghost Academy just coming down. That's what I was saying. He couldn't really afford for the moment. He is taking this base, though. Forced to mule hammer it out. Oh my god, look at that mule hammer. The almighty mule hammer. From all that pressure and raised orbitals, he's not been able to mule. It's looking a little rough. That said, we do have an Ultra Cavern coming behind it with adrenal glands, ranged attacks, and we do have some Carapace +3 for Scarlet. She's going to have a terrifying arm. She already has a terrifying army, kind of. It's pretty close. I honestly feel like Ryung should have went for like +1 infantry. He's going for vehicle weapons. I mean, they could help, but at this point of it, who knows? Welcome, Flood Advisor, by the way. Well, I gotta say, I don't blame Ryung for GGing. But now that Scarlet's got Vipers against Marine Tank, and Ghosts are just now out, Baneling's crashing into tanks. Scarlet knows she's the head. Queen's up to 3rd CC, and this is just looking absolutely not good for Ryung right now. I'm not gonna lie. He's looking like he is a hurting puppy. Still has an army supply, though, so technically he's still in it, kinda. But his quality of his army, he's lost Ghost now. He's lost a lot of things he needs. He has a good amount of tanks. Tanks can be pretty good. Did Scarlet... No, Scarlet didn't get any Ultras out. She's getting all the upgrades, but we don't see any Ultra lists. Still Hydra, Lingbane, Viper. Not Lurker. We don't see him. Interesting that she went from Hydras to Ultras, though. I think she just knows she's so far ahead. She's like, well, in that case, I wouldn't hate him, honestly, myself. 4th, well, that 4th base planetary fortress could go down with 5 SCVs. The trades that Ryung's not looking for. He needs bases. He's trying to get one up somewhere else. He's gonna try to land in the 3rd, but Scarlet is starting to get the whole map here. Oh, no, not like this. We're barely even touching in anything that could be called the late game. And that's some minutes away. And Scarlet just is a ham on this map. See, she's already mining stuff out. Ryung has like fresh... When you see mineral patches this fresh, you know it's hello fresh. Alright, I'm just kidding. It's actually means you've not been able to mine. And you've lost bases. Alright, well, all the Banes, all the Blinding Clubs, the Hydras, the Lings, the Banes, oh my. Looks like Scarlet's gonna overtake this. GG is called, basically in Korean. And Scarlet takes it in a 3-1 over Ryung. Very, very well done. Alright, guys, well, that being said, we have another match on the series. If Chicken Man's missing any of this, let me know. I'll send it to you. How you doing, Mateo? I know I'm kind of mumbling here. I'm extremely tired. So we were just kind of like, whatever, tonight. Not whatever. This has been the end result of our toil almost. Tomorrow's the playoffs. That's pretty much where we've really done it. They've done it here. Chicken Man and Dave have been crushing it for a while. There's some people that I feel like have casted a little more than me on it. But at the end of the day, we put a lot of work into it. I'll even say I have put a good amount of work into it, more than I thought. I'm not going to tell you what, but... Because my regulars, Chicken Man knows, I don't think I do that much. I make poorly worded tweets, Reddits, and TL.nets with very little information. And then I go and bother every player and spam them until they show up. And we get what we get every week. I've been doing that since... Well, for a long time. Alright, anyway. Let me get this. Now I know what I want to do.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow, Fred Mole. Alright, let's see here. Where is it? Just wanted to check on one thing, and then we'll get into... I'm going to change up the order of names, because guess what? This one's a banger. Still Scarlet. this one. As the tournament played out, again, I'm going by replays that I had. This is from... Actually, I screwed up the order. So, Ryung versus Scarlett was her qualifying match. Keep the tobacco industry humming along. Oh, my God. That was actually Scarlett's qualifying match. So, I did goof up here. We're going a little out of order. We are going into Scarlett versus Estrella. My man, Max Angel. The probably #1 American player on in the event. So I noticed Future didn't play. I wonder if he went back to the Americas or he just wasn't feeling it. Would have been cool to see Future play. So we now know that you guys now know we have one of our 4 qualifying players was not a Korean. We had Scarlett. So as I look through the replays, the Chicken Man has him to cast something that we didn't have after. At least something cheeky. Or, you know. But let's see if I hit any words from anybody. Maybe hit some other people up and help to try to collect replays too. But anyway, we're going to be getting into this. I needed just a few minutes. Literally just a minute or two. I'll be right back. Gonna hit the bathroom up. And we'll look at Estrella versus Scarlett. Wait, we got ASCI art going on here. Oh no, it's not what I signed up for, man. All right, let's see here. Estrella versus Scarlett, game #1. Start up right meow. Just a momento. My boy Max Angel. Hello, Vampire. All right, let's go. This, I believe, was a best of 3. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, a map made by Omni Skeptic, representing Maturino. It is Estrella in the blue. And his opponent in the upper left. In the red, representing the Shopify Rebels of Shopify Rebellion, it is Scarlett. Alrighty. And I don't know why I was dumb enough to keep the bot on, but why not? Alright, Estrella. With possibly his classic move of Nexus first. We'll see. I'm gonna call it. He's gonna do it. That's a long time to have the pylon out there with no gateway, no forge. He is doing it. He's going Nexus for Scarlett. Honestly, Neo Humanity, when I see this, and we saw old Maximus Angel as Thib as sand too. Mr. Estrella here. Doing this build. I believe it was an ESL. Scarlett proxy hatched down here on this very map. It was like a bonkers game. It was like a bonkers game, man. I'm pretty sure that was the case. I can't remember what tournament it is, but I wanted to say, I believe it was in a weekly. Anyway. My cat is bugging me for something. What do you want, Charlie? Okay. He wants attention, of course, while we're casting. My big old chonker cat, Charlie. One of two. Alright. Scarlet just saturating up here. Estrella dropping his core, walling off with the gate. And I'm getting mauled by... No, I'm not really getting mauled. I'm getting extricated by a big old chonks named Charlie. Which you guys can't see right now. Alright, anyway. Huh. Now I have cat hair all over me. Well, the extractor finishes and we got some queens and drones. You know the rest of it. Scarlet chasing the probe around of Mr. Maximus Angelus. Estrella. See what happens here. Double adept opener from Estrella. And it doesn't look like he's going to the Stargate right now anyway. No on Estrella. Go a lot of ways with this, but it's going to be a 2 adept. Well, into nothing. He's going adept stalker follow-up. Just adept pressure earlier on. He's going to have an adept and a stalker defensively. Scarlet's got her 3rd hatch up. The probe's coming out. Is Estrella going to do something cheeky with this probe? I think that may have been a misclick, but is it really? Or is Estrella just getting in her head? Wait, what is this probe doing? I'm not so sure. The psionic transfer, that is the shade of the glaive adepts. The non-glaive, the non-resonating glaive. They still are glaive. I'm just going to call them regular glaive adepts. Are going to be canceled. Estrella just trying to be annoying, put some pressure on, and just get some information. Try to get some information, I should say. Going into a very early 3rd base. It's well behind it. He's going to feel like a Zerg when this is said and done. Wow. Wow. Alright. Double adept pushing out. Well, shades you get canceled. No shade for you. Twilight Council going down. So it is going to be maybe a resonating glaive build, but I have a feeling Estrella could totally psych Scarlet out here. Except for I don't think that's... Yeah, he can totally psych her out. Going into the Robo behind it. This could be a Dark Shrine. This could be a lot of things. Scarlet's prepared for a Dark Shrine. Doesn't seem to be getting resonating glaives right now. It's getting Blink. So it's Adept Pressure and a Blink Stalkers. Forcing a cancel on the Spore. Scarlet isn't 100% sure what this is yet. She does have the cheeky Overlord down below. I wonder if she's going to sack it just to try to get some information. It's a 3-base Estrella. 2-base Scarlet. Scarlet is going into +1. I do like that. The Adepts are out. There is a Roach Warren down. It's going to be a Ling Hammer. All right. So we got a little spat in chat, and I already know you guys are memeing. Maybe not. Sorry, I yell at Sibajan too, part-time badass. But about being up too late. Actually, usually he's pretty good. He goes to bed pretty soon. By saying one word of a sleep emote. Alright, anyway. Alright, I like the Baneling that's coming down for Scarlet. +1 is pretty standard against Blink Stalkers. Estrella with no Forge. He does have a Robo. I would like to see a Robo Bay if this is his play. He does have a bunch of Adepts, but at least it's not pure Stalker. I guess there is some diversity here, but how you open like that, you're going to delay your attack. Obviously, you could cheek out a Forge with it earlier. So he's going to be behind on upgrades. That said, excuse me, it is going to be a pretty big army from Estrella. Estrella does have the army supply advantage in this game so far. Still, Scarlet's starting to work out some more workers, getting some Lings. She's got the tools. Estrella just now getting his robotics bay behind us. Now I don't hate it so much. Scarlet just going into her fourth. The Stalker's pressuring. Observer coming in clutch to kill an active creep tumor, even though it was just forming right then. Are the Stalkers going to be able to kill this? The Adept's going to go push in and try to get a kill on the side. It's a lot of Stalkers, but there's a lot of Blink Stalk, or a lot of Blings, but a lot of Blink Stalkers are here. Stalkers trying to blink away. I don't think it's enough. The Adepts get decent kills, forcing all the drones to evacuate. Not a bad play. Still, the Stalkers survive. He saved a lot of them. It wasn't the greatest trades, but it did put some pressure on and get a lot of damage on to the hatchery. Oh, that was a nice ling. Split off from Scarlet, but still the Adepts are here. Straya should be targeting those drones behind it. The fourth hatch finishes up, and guess what? It's going to go down. A lot of links here. The Broodling's going to help the fight. Still, Estrella taking a pretty good fight, considering he did trade out a little awkwardly. I like the double Colossus follow-up to this. He doesn't have extended thermal lance, but is going into +1. +1 is good unit. Let's be real. Scarlet going into Glio Reconstitution, though. She might get some Rochi boys out. Is getting her fourth hatch and has mined out the gold to have some kind of access to that base. Estrella taking the ballsy forward-facing, front-facing baby base right here. Front-facing baby base, not baby chick. All right. Scarlet going to take another expand. Reminding me of a trigger play, but that's actually pretty normal for Zerg to do that in this situation. Not usually, at least used to be, as usual for a Protoss player, but we've seen Estrella do it, we've seen Trigger do it, we've seen a lot of people AoE. Something I've done many times myself, but we won't go there in the scrub leagues. All right. Workers are looking pretty even. Estrella's done a fantastic job of killing bases, though. Trade's looking close in terms of money. And what actually was accomplished, I feel better for Estrella in that sense. These upgrades are going to be behind, but still, Scarlet going to the Roaches and Infestors just now. She's going for a Carapace, too. Which is usually, they would say, is an uncommon upgrade. It's not really. I've seen it plenty of times. But most of the time, you're going to hear a lot of casters say that because it's not really in the meta as often, but I feel like when you're against mass gateway unit builds, it's the way to go. But strong lings do be good unit. Estrella is getting his extended thermal lance. It's wrapping up pretty shortly in just 5 seconds. Going into shield double. I like the double forge, right? So shields, he's behind in upgrades. He wants to try to get ahead, but Scarlet's going to sneakily get that other Evo, and that's going to be a surprise to Estrella as she goes into an Ultra Cavern and Adrenal Glance. In a way, I don't hate this. Okay, Estrella's now going to double Disruptor production, but if he doesn't snip this out or get any damage, Ultras could be a pain against this army, I'm not going to lie. It sounds silly, but it's a different kind of economic game. Scarlet has a lot of drones. She just got those bases, but she's going to be able to immediately saturate them if she wanted to, I think. More or less. We'll have to see. I like the static from Estrella. Couple photon cannons, couple shield batteries, leaving a Colossus and some Stalkers here. Estrella pushing out, clearing out some creep. Has a War Prism on the map. But the Hive did finish, obviously, with the Adrenal Glands. Scarlet getting the Vipers out. Vipers, good unit. Blinded Cloud, etc. against this army. Obviously, she could do some abduction, but both Vipers go down. Oh my god, Estrella actually playing this out pretty well. All things said and done, it is a little spicy. Oh my goodness, this base is falling. Yeah, mamma mia, more pressure coming down. And goddamn. We shall see. Oh, Disruptor's coming to hit, but it doesn't matter. Estrella's dealt enough damage. He is going to take game number 1 of the series. Roger, roger. All right. Who's ready for cheeky game number 2? Potato Tutor. I like this. Oh my god, you guys are funny. You guys and Gales are funny, I should say. And I just got a compliment on my MMR. Damn, you know? That's like being told by a young lady you look younger than you are, you know? By your, I would say smurfing, but playing on a laptop in college. Grandmaster, buddy. I said Angels. I was usually you could say you guys too to your buds, you know, but I was just saying. I don't want anybody feeling bad, you know. All right, so anyway, moving on to game 2. I'll see what I got from Chicken Man. Aye. See what I haven't cast. We'll go through it. I'm gonna see if I can get some other stuff, and I'm gonna send these. I'm gonna look at those and see if any of this wasn't there. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. I just didn't want to make you mad. All right, anyway, we're on to game number 2. You thought Scarlet quit? No, she's still... This was just earlier today. Depending on what part of the world you're on, she's going to be... Maybe or maybe... No, she actually is going to advance. We can tell you now. I won't spoil that for her. You could be a cheater and look... But you know what? She is going to advance. She's going to be playing in the playoffs of the $4,500. And it hopefully will be more. Korean StarCraft League SummerSlam. All right, anyway, in the upper left-hand corner, representing Max Retro... I see the MX. Representing Maturino. In the blue, it is Estrella. And his opponent at the bottom right, she's red. Representing Shopify Rebellion, it is Scarlet. That is so funny. I'm feels tired, man. Getting tongue twisted, not even finishing my first sentence. Aye. Sir Fapsworth. Welcome, Sir Fapsworth. Geez, with all these people with meme names, you'd think they'd smash that follow button. Guys, if you're new here and you have a name that's goddamn based. Sir Fapsworth. Gotta love it. Smash that follow button. If you got a normal name, nah. You know? How you doing? Alright, anyway. Thank you for the follow, Sir Fapsworth. Got a little pressure over here. Probius getting smacked in that ass from Mr. Droney over here. From Ms. Droney, I should say. Scarlet's drone. Maybe, I don't know. Drones are kind of like... Nah, I don't know. I don't know what part they are. I feel like drones might be actually semi-asexual. But who knows? Because they can just turn into anything. Good night, Sibajan. How you guys doing? Alright. Mr. Proby is going to scout stuff out. It's taking quite a beating from Scarlet. She's quite good at beating up those probes with her drones when they're trying to steal her minerals or try to harass her mineral patches from being mined. That being said, it is going to be a Stargate opener from Estrella. First one out of the series. It's going to open possibly pretty standard. It is Estrella, so we'll see. He has the possibility of going double Stargate memes. I've seen Estrella do a lot of different things with Stargates. He certainly has some style to Protoss. He is going to scout around with this probe again. It is going to be scouted by this Overlord, though. Queen's going to be out. He's just looking for the hatch. That's all he's doing for now. I always watch Estrella's probes earlier on because he's known to do some crazy things. Just like I've been known to drink a beer or two. Chris, how you doing, by the way? I almost felt like Sal when you gave me a compliment on my MMR right there, by the way, for a minute. Sounds like something you would say to you in particular. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oracle going right across the map. Strez going full send, double adepts. He's not even doing something there. You know, you already knew what I meant by that too. That's hilarious. Of course you did. All right, well, Creep Tumor is going down. That's a nice catch from Estrella. He keeps the Adepts alive for now. Scarlet not really buying it. She's getting 3 Overlords. Not 6, so she's not making a Laser Lords. And Estrella with a decent time, third base. It's not going for a super early one, but it's pretty early. It is pretty heckin' early. Not gonna lie. All together. Estrella's playing pretty good. Scarlet's playing pretty good. Nothing too serious here. All right. 3 drones did fall. And Estrella is splitting up his oracles. Did take a little bit of hull damage, but for 3 kills, I think that was worth it. Scarlet, though. Oh my god, she is just pouncing on this. There's no defensive oracle. Third one's in the way. The Adepts are enough to scare her away because of that nice Sim City from Estrella. Building the shield battery in the back of the mineral line. This oracle trying to find some value. Does not. Eats a bunch of spines from the queens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh my good lord. That is pretty damaged oracle. All right, that means that the Pulsar being picking a few off on the third base for Estrella. He's just being relentless. Oh, he's denying the 4th. Does he get the kill? Oh, look at this. Oh, he can't do it. Scarlet, it's too good. She gets the extractor. Oh, but he gets the... What? She cancels at the last second and Estrella still gets the drone. He almost killed the extractor. I don't even really know if that was actually technically worth it totally. I mean, technically, yes, but is it? I think they both put so much detail in it. They're both good enough to multitask like gods, but I think that just was a funny little play on each other. All right, all 3 oracles, Larry, Curly, and Mo, are going to move across and have to get out of here because there's too many queens. The 4th hatch is finally down. Estrella going into Blink and +1. Scarlet going into +1. This is looking a little more hero-esque. Scarlet going for a Roach Warren with it. Oracle is being extra ballsy. Oh, but he is so lucky Scarlet didn't just move forward with the queens. She could have so killed that Oracle right there. All right, 4th Nexus going down. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get a nice 6-minute early 4th base. It's the style you want if you're playing kind of gateway man on the hero build. This is still, someone would argue it's not, but I'm like, yeah, this is how here. This is literally Estrella playing in the style of hero for sure. He's been aggressive. He's been relentless with the Adepts before. He's been pretty good with the Oracles. Unfortunately, was defended for on his side of it anyway. Very fortunately for Scarlet. Some great defense. This is the only to stasis ward. Oh, he does not. Scarlet pays attention. Only getting 1 drone does force him less mining time though, which is okay. Okay, Stalker's picking this up. Blink and +1 finishing up just now. Melee for Lings coming just behind it. Still Estrella going into a Templar Archives and a robotics facility. I like this. A lot of people be like, no, man. Well, hell yeah, man. Estrella doesn't have much. You're trading out army supply, but realistically, when you're playing this style anyway, you need to get your gates up. You can start hammering out a ton, but you're really relying on the pressure of oracles, and if you're not getting all end or something right then, you're all right. Scarlet going for a 5th base in the bottom left-hand corner. Scarlet may have tipped her hat with the creep spread if Estrella notices, but we'll see. 3 oracles, if they were less damage, could get a solo queen, but not with that many. He might get 1 kill if he's lucky, but that'd be the end of it, is what I would assess. Anyway, we do have some Templar coming out. We have Storm coming, charge behind it, and +2 for Estrella. Scarlet is going to be a little behind. Estrella will have a pretty good lead, depending on the timings of attack, but Scarlet, it's pretty much getting near max out time, and that's the terrifying thing. Still, the Oracle is still staying alive, getting some pressure done. Oh, finally loses 1 to the queens, almost loses another, and the other one is even more injured. That's kind of... He really wants to keep these oracles alive. They do cost 150, 150. It's a little later, and Estrella has money for extra oracles, but at this point, you got to think of other things. He's going into another robotics facility. He's fully walled here. Scarlet's going for Lingbane, Roach, and she's going to push with superior forces. Estrella does not know this. Gets 3 cheeky drones at a stasis ward in her main base. And we'll see what happens here. The roaches just disintegrating the rocks over here. Clearing up some space for a hole to let the floodgates open. That being said, the storms could come in clutch. I don't really... it's going to scare them back, but they don't do the greatest against roaches. Ling Bane, however, not too bad. Storms coming in clutch. Oh my god, but there's still so many Banes behind this. Oh, no. There's storms for days, though, folks. Very well done by Estrella. Scarlet's going to continue the assault, though. The Roach is pushing in. I might have done this out of order, but how the replays were... Huh. I don't know. I want to see. No, Scarlet's got the army supply lead. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. That was a little crazy. Estrella was obviously at his back foot for army supply. His economy is booming. He's doing absolutely fine. Look at this insanity. It's not a wall? Well, that's a wall. Holy crap. A true Storm of the Banes. That was actually pretty crazy. Very well done by Estrella. You usually don't see that kind of situation happen in pro games. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is Estrella's been defending very well this game. And he's been doing a great job of harassing Scarlet. Yeah, just as was said in chat, and I actually agree with Chris, keeping Protoss at low supply is one goal. The other side of it is you still need to try to get worker kills. If you can't, if a Protoss is sitting on 4 bases, that can go a long way. And Estrella's done a good job of keeping Scarlet down on bases. Oh, the Banelings are making it in. It's a lot again. Well, if Green Ultralist was still in chat and awake, I would say that is the definition of the coaching he got from some Grandmasters. When they didn't know what to do, it was a Protoss and a Terran. He goes, what do I do? And they said, A move. That Bile was a little cheeky one. Oh, Scarlet pressuring on 2 fronts, though. Estrella still did a good job with defense. The Bane bust was pretty good, but Estrella did a great job keeping workers together. He still has 79, which is pretty much an ideal spot. So not too shabby. War Prism going out as well. I was surprised we have double Robo, no Robo Bay, no Estrella. I know it seems a little memey and weird, but I've seen Estrella do that before. But both of them playing pretty heckin' solid. It is very powerful. Estrella's got Protoss power too, though. This is a good game. Oh, nice round from Scarlet, though. She's getting in there. Getting on top of it. She's got some corrosive vials available again. The Ravagers pushing in. Oh, Banelings cleaning up the Nexus. 21 probes fall. She now is ahead on workers. And Estrella down to 49 now just from a warp and army supply. He just spent his gas right there. That's a huge loss for Max Angel. Very, very unlucky. Wow, that was something. Still, he's hanging in here. He's trying to hang in here. All right, well, this is not Cope Storms, I'd say. He's just trying to hang on to make a game when he knows he's damn well behind at this point. He understands what's up. Can Estrella make any more of a game out of this buy time? Well, he's got photon cannons and stuff. There's no Banelings right here right now, but Scarlet has some gas bank. Estrella's kind of, making the army tip back, but that's about it. Scarlet's sitting pretty on 5 bases. Not even really caring about it. I like this, killer instinct of Scarlet. She knows Estrella's way behind. She's like, I know I'm ahead on bases. She's going to get one right now, which I don't hate. But she knows she doesn't have to, be greedy now. Why? Why would you be greedy when you're ahead? This far ahead. Great read of the game. Welcome, Team Bras. Scarlet pushing into the 4th base. Battery overcharge is trying to hold with these cannons. The pylon is likely to be depowered. This Zealot actually soaking up a lot of roach damage, which is funny to see, but Scarlet's coming in with lots more Banes. More Roach Ravager. Do the Banelings stop? The storms are sick from Mr. Estrella. Does he have another storm? He's going to Suicide Storm if he did. I didn't think he had... Yeah, he didn't have enough energy right before. Well, actually he did. He didn't use it. If he got that last storm off a little after, it might have not been optimal. I think he could have killed the Banes. I do think he could have killed the Banes. But this is looking rough. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty sure Scarlet's got this. GG's called. Scarlet's going to win. And she is going to bring a point on the board for herself, taking us to game number 3. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, that's some gaming. That do be some gaming. And again, guys, if you want to help out this tournament, big shout out to my man. I have to give this shout out. You guys know he put so much fucking work in this. Mr. Chicken Man. Who did the most work on this. How you doing, Craig the Shoe Shiner? I was so scuffed earlier. Like, Chicken Man was here for probably ever. Who knows? He could still be. For a guy as tired as I am, I'm doing the best I can because the games are carrying themselves. I have a few more after. I'm going to bug some Koreans after, if they're awake. We'll see. I hope I can get some. My whole hope of this was to get some before that people didn't get the cast. Thanks for the follow. Team Bras. Bruh. And you know what I say to that? Bruh. All right. Moving on it. Got game number 3. Let me make sure I got the right one. Beer's spilled all over the place.
Giddy up.
Thank you for the follow. Plaza 2009. We'll be going into... We're going into Gresfon. Game number 3. It is match point of the series. Now, I should have at least another series to go. Excuse me. And again, we don't have everything. I was fortunate to have this. Chicken Man caught me after, so we might have something else. I will definitely do that because of it. And missing earlier today. Here we are, match point. Winner would advance. I casted this out of order. I apologize. Winner will advance to their spot in the upper brackets. Loser will move down to the loser bracket. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Gresfon, as I said, representing Matcherino, it is Max Angel himself. Give it up for Estrella. And his opponent in the bottom right, she's red, representing Shopify Rebellion. Queen of Blades herself, it is Scarlet. All right, here we are. She's just going for a cheeky thing. Whoa! Hello? Ma'am, that's illegal. Illegal parking by Scarlet. Can somebody write her up a ticket? Looks like we got ourselves a proxy hatch in game number 3. And A players going full at A. Estrella going Nexus first in game number 1. Scarlet now going for a proxy hatch. Estrella just zipping along here. Let's see if he gets the read. Scarlet is going for the gas and pool, so... It's not the blocker hatch, you know. We'll see what happens here. Lazy Toppin', welcome. Or is it Lazy Topin? Well, I will say on this stream, you're going to see plenty of proxy hatches. If you're new to the stream, this is a regular occurrence. Not everyday occurrence, but we do see plenty of proxy hatches on the Dave Testa stream. Whether it's my games, my opponent's games, or professional StarCraft, or you guys replays. But it's always nice to see in a professional StarCraft game. That's all I'm going to say. Estrella gets the read, gets the scout. He has the Nexus, drops a Forge. What a madman! Estrella's sitting pretty here. In my opinion, he's doing fantastic. The hatch finishes the... Well, guess what? This forge is going to finish as well. Gets a battery behind first. I like this. The Zealot can defend potentially. And here you go, guys. This is a textbook case of one way to do it if you're an NA player. Because, you know, a lot of us get this all the time, especially if you're like an NA Diamond player. Or Masters 3. Exactly. Part-time badass, couldn't have said it better. Scarlet and Estrella bring in some, truly bringing some NA to Korea. Some America to Korea. All right. Definite America fuck yeah moment. Oh, Estrella's building another adept. Scarlet's double hatching me. What is this? What is this? Scarlet can just go home if she wanted to. Yeah, lay some creep and go the heck home, baby. She forced a lot out of Estrella, but she's gonna need to defend this. The greediest play after this. Oh my god, guys, are you seeing this? Are you heckin' seeing this? Pudgy, how you doing? Yes, they are replays earlier. I'm sorry I was late to you. There's no delay other than my brain because I'm extremely exhausted. I was complaining about it before, but we're just going on. I'm just being myself. And we actually got me really casting. So I'm sorry for getting behind in chat. I mean, as good as I can do, all things considered. I'm not really a good caster anyway, so... Alright, Adept Shading in, 2 Adept Shading in the main. It's gonna be nice for Estrella. He's gonna see Scarlet being a greedy girl over here. Does he save both Adepts? He does. So they are gonna be able to roam free, these ladies. Alrighty. Well, it's gonna be a Resonating Glaive. I actually like this from Estrella. He has 2 bases. You know what he's doing? He's going into... Well, now it's 5-gate Glaive. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the build police. And I'm here to tell you, that's not a build. 5-gate Glaive into whatever Estrella decides it. Oh, he had 1 gas. I mean, it obviously makes the most sense, but it is the situation. He was proxy hatched and had a godlike response, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I really like Estrella's response. I don't hate what Scarlet did in a way, but now she is subject to pressure from 2 base all-ins. So what Estrella is doing is actually pretty heckin' smart. Even took this gas before, so in a weird way, it kind of normalized. It's going to be a little later of a push. Scarlet's going to have time to react and respond. Oh. Still, Estrella has to be careful. There is a Ling Inquisition coming, but 2 photon cannons, batteries, and etc. there. Nice pull of the Adepts. Scarlet did drop the Roach Warren. Estrella going for a... Well, an Observer. Oh my god, Estrella lucked out that Creep Tumor. Did not expand in time. If that grew just literally, I don't know, 2-3 seconds before, he would not have been able to drop this Nexus. He would not have been able to drop this Nexus at all. That is very lucky for Estrella. Estrella pushing out with the 1 star. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what he's doing. Why isn't he pushing out fully? What is he doing? He's giving Scarlet time to get some kind of defense. He doesn't know he does know a little bit. The Adepts actually served a double purpose for shade. Lots of Lings coming. Still, the creep spread is going to be off his door. That's a smart move from Estrella because he took a 3rd with it. Adept's going to be here to try to chisel away at these Lings a little, so the Lings are in greater number. Oh, heck yeah. I don't know why that doesn't... Oh, it does shout him out. That's right. We did it earlier. But yeah, anyway, guys, make sure you give Chicken Man a follow as well. My partner in crime. He's been hard carrying this thing. And, yeah. Well, Shade is going to be canceled. Roach is actually getting bodied. There's so much of an army supplier. Still, Scarlet has quite a bit herself. I thought for sure there'd be a War Prison, but Estrella smartly cleaned up the creep. And he's in a position where he has a 3rd base behind it. Going into Immortal and +1. Don't hate it at all. That's not a Cope Immortal. That's a... I feel very confident right here, lady. I can do just fine. And Scarlet be like, bruh. Bruh. All right, let's see here. Well, Depth Shade now, but got to be careful. That's a lot of Roaches and Zerglings. You really don't want to pressure in. I don't hate Estrella sharking around like this. I kind of like this play. Going to the Robo Band, blink, chef's kiss with the +1. So I'm going to say chef's kiss. Scarlet with no upgrades. No layer, I don't think. No, I don't believe she... Yeah, she didn't get a layer. She's just getting extra gases. It'll probably go down in a bit if this goes on. Estrella trying to get more damage. Trying to debate Scarlet. Keeping pressure. Keeping her back. As Scarlet's getting a terrifying army supply. Still, Estrella's buying time for more Immortals. And he's buying time for this Robo-Bait. This is a game where you 100% want Disruptors. Heck the Colossus. This be a lot of Rochi boys. Actually, could be a lot of Links too, but still... Resonating Glaives, Blink Stalkers, and Disruptors would be just fine with upgrades. The Disruptors obviously don't care about upgrades, but still. I digress, we're moving on. Alright, here we are. Oh, depth shading back. Let's see what we get. And he is going to Robotics Facility, Robotics Bay units. That being said, they are what I said, they're Disruptors. He's not going Colossi. I love it. We got another robotics facility finishing up. And, yeah. We're just chilling on 3 bases for now. Scarlet going for a 4th. It's actually the play for Stray. He's getting more... What's funny is he does have a little static in weird positions because of the proxy hatch earlier. That's true, Ampersand. They do care about your own upgrades. Anyway, Purification Nova doing a great job. Resonating Glaive Adepts also working hard in overtime. The Immortal is likely to fall. The Disruptor falling behind it. Another one's going to pounce out, though. The Immortals are staying alive. Nice Nova from... Wow, yeah, catches 2 Ravagers. GG is called. Estrella advances. We didn't know which side it was on unless you cheated and used the bracket, or you watched it earlier. So I did scuff up the order of operations. Scarlet advanced. Well, you don't know if this is the first time you watched this, because this was played earlier. I just didn't have a chance to cast it due to time. It was a little bit rough.
Am I? Or am I
Matman returns.
That you just blew your mind?
Thank you so much for the 5 months in a row. Holy heck, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. For those of you complaining about ads, I understand. But understand, it's the way she goes. You don't want the ads. There's a sub. You can't afford a sub. You can beg for a gifted sub. You also could get Twitch Turbo, which is... I watched enough Twitch, and there's reasons why I have it otherwise. Or you can be a degen and get an ad blocker, which I shouldn't say, but... You didn't hear it from me, Pilgrim. Probe, those are Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I have some regular... Actually, there's a regular one sitting next to it. Ranger. What's up, buddy? How are you doing, man? Oh, the call? No, that was a mistake. Yeah, no, I saw you were in the hospital. I hope you're feeling better, Ranger. Damn, dude, I was worried about you. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to call you. I just was trying to add a group, but I was on lunch from work. You're fine now? Yeah, you had some food poisoning, huh? Oof. That could be... That's happened to me in the last month. It's happened to me a few times, actually. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. For sure. All right, anyway, I gotta find another series to cast. So, that was Scarlet stuff. I'm looking through what Chicken Man had that was not done. Yeah. How you doing, Benjamin Grande? What's up, brother man? Could you resume Ryung versus Scarlet match for those who are here for Scarlet? I mean, I could. Wait, what do you mean, go back to it? We casted the whole thing. Did I not cast the whole thing, Gene Sim, or did I leave off? I do have a habit of when I'm playing from replays, to do that. That is embarrassing, but you know what? That happens. I'm gonna see what Chicken Man sent me. Interim. Oh, talk about what happened with Scarlet and Ryung? Well, it was back and forth, to be honest. That Ryung was looking pretty strong. He was playing pretty good, but after a while, he seemed like he was starting to fall apart. Scarlet was just playing too good. Game number 1 was a spicy one. It was looking like Ryung was in really good form. Scarlet, game number 2, said, you know what? Heck on you, Ryung. I'm going to show you some Zerg power. And they were kind of back and forth seeming games, but at the end of the day, Scarlet pretty much had a pretty decisive commanding lead as she took it 3-1 against Ryung, which allowed her to qualify. So Scarlet has qualified for tomorrow, today, depending on your time zone of the world, for the Korean StarCraft League SummerSlam playoffs. In which case, too, I actually got to get I don't have the logo up here. I do. Yeah, I got to hit up Chicken Man on that I've goofed on that. All right. All right. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to look at Chicken Man's replays. I'm going to bug some Korean players. See what else we can get. If Creator gets back to me, I'd be happy. What if we end up with 2 Americans in the semifinals? That'd be the craziest outcome. Bro, this is supposed to help out Korean StarCraft. And it's like Scarlet and Estrella casually walk along and just play like they're maniacs. All right, here we go. I got this one. Gotta queue her up. We're gonna go with Creator versus Han Mato. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go with. Let me move some of these. Ooh. We got different games I didn't get. There's a bunch that I did get, but there's actually a bunch that I did get. I forgot to say goodnight to my girlfriend. Oh no. Alright, I'm not going to stay up all night doing this, but we're definitely going to catch some more. I'm going to try to get this together for yous. Let me just get to this. Bear with me. Alright, here we are. We're going to go into... You know what? Ranger was here. I don't know how he was feeling on it, but I'm going to get my boy from Kirktown and from Berserker Esports, Mr. Rangers Games. We are going to go on to a different matchup. We're going to go into a PvP. We got some spicy ones. Guys, the playoffs. So, Scarlet advances on. I got to tell you, the 4 players that qualify, you know how they're going on to fight in the round of 12? So there's 4 players advanced to the round of 12 automatically from KSL points, and 4 players that automatically start at the round of 8. All of them automatically receiving money. So we have in the round of 12, we have Maru, we have Bion, we have Cure, and we have Gumiho. So the winners that win the qualifiers go on to fight them, and there's also a consolation prize. Thanks to OSC Esports, there is actually... we don't have to do a PvP, but anyway. Whatever the case, everybody was here for the Scarlet Games. I don't blame you. The prize actually is $25 for those that make it through that point after, too, because the prize payout is up to the top 12. So the rest get the $25 consolation prize that made it to the end of it in the qualifier. So there you have it. I'll get off my soapbox. We're going to Creator versus Ranger on game. Ooh, this one's going to be... This one I don't know the order, so bear with me. I'm just going to guess. We are going to start with this one. We're gonna start with this one. I'm gonna call it game number 1. Creator versus Ranger. Welcome, have fun, A. And Craig the Shoe Shiner, it's good to see you around. My man. A blast from the past. I see you around. How you doing? Have fun, A? Don't you know, A? In the upper left-hand corner of Gress Van in the red from Team NV formerly. It is Creator. I think he's teamless now, isn't he? No? Or is he on All right, his opponent in the bottom right, he's blue. Representing Berserker Esports. Actually, look at this, guys. I wish the Pog Squirrel was there. Oh, it's Ranger. I didn't have a Pog Squirrel. Damn, that sucks. So, Kirktown, guys, so you know, is the Dave and Friends stream team. I'm on Berserker Esports. But this is the Dave Testa stream team, too. This is game 2. Ranger, I should have DM'd you, bro. It's all right. So, guys, we're doing it. Ranger's so fucking OP. Win or lose, he's so good. He can actually send replays. Or he can actually play games in reverse order. He's like, bruh, that wasn't game 1, it's game 2. I don't know what the 2 probes are about. The one's looking for a proxy from Creator. Creator's thinking he's getting cheese. Ranger seems like he's opening pretty standard. Oh, well, nice, mate. You know, we're going on as though it was live. We're pretending to be, you know, even though everybody knows. I know you're like, I didn't play as good as I could, but you know what? You were playing against Creator, too. And you were also sick. Ranger, you were sick and playing. Now, thank you for sending, too. Thank you for playing, but, dude, don't beat yourself up. You were sick, man. I'm pretty sure Zest and Zest Hero, Max Packs, Classic, anybody would be not doing good. 2-1 Battle Beast somehow? That is good. And Battle Beast's really good, too, so I would be proud of that, too. Shit. Pings? Well, still. I mean, he's got a map pool advantage, you had a ping advantage. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I see what you're saying. All right, it's going to be a proxy Stargate from Creator. He's going for the Fast Oracle. You know? I don't hate it. Ranger's playing pretty standard, though. I like this. I still don't hate it. Ranger, just got to get the pilot out, trying to get some information. The Adepts cheek away out of vision. Still, I like that you got a pretty standard opener. He's playing safe. You're going 4 Stalkers. I know Sentries can be better for scouting, but in my opinion, I always used to be a fan of 4 Stalkers. I may go back to it sometimes. I do like Sentries for a few reasons, but just the way we all get our styles. Double Sentries, like double Stalker, double Sentries. I don't know. I'd say like the Zest play, but Zest has done double quad Stalker for so long too in the past, you know. All right, 4 Adepts pushing out in a ninja base in the 3rd. What is these mind games from Creator? Oh shit, he found Creator's proxy. It's an oh shit, you found my proxy moment. Oracle is out. Does Ranger have units in position? He's got a shield battery going on. He's got a robo as well. Only 1 Oracle is able to get out for now. Creator with the cheeky 3rd base, though. That is some 200 IQ mind games. Oh no, Ranger! Mistakes were made for a guy that had stuff, food poisoning. And he playing in this tournament against Creator. Honestly, I feel like if you were feeling a little better, you would not have... Well, actually, it's still not that bad. Considering it's 4 Adepts. Oh, no, you lost 7 pro... Well, that's still 4 Adepts. That's, you really have to block it. But still, you're playing pretty good. You scouted the proxy. You got a good... You know, you're not in a horrible, horrible shape, I guess. But you lost a lot. Well, how you are is this cheeky 3rd base from a Creator. He's got the mind games. Big Daddy Immortal coming for Creator. That's not what we wanted to see on Ranger's side. Everybody cheering for Rangers like, no! You were the chosen one. Anakin, I've got the high ground. But it's okay. All right, we do have a couple stalkers out to defend this. Oh, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate right there, though. Mistakes happen. That's literally a little unlucky, I feel like. Shield battery, double sentry, stalker 2 adapts. We got a probe right here. Guardian shield's activated. The war prism's out, but Ranger's taking a beating on the economy, which is gonna hurt this. Oh no, he's not picking up the stalker. Okay, now he is. Fortunately, he took some hull damage on that stalker that was in the front. Trying to get some pressure. Oh, look at that micro, though. Look at that micro. All right, so anyway, very aggressive opener from Mr. Creator, who ends up being the one that cheeks out a base in his linear third. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's like, situationally from what happened, I think there might be some, and with all respect, Ranger, you know what I mean? I think there could be some better players than you that wouldn't have scouted that from what happened. Like, especially when you had to deal with this and unluckily were kind of out of position there, or rather weren't able to react. That, I think that would have messed with anybody if they weren't paying attention. Like, well, not even if they weren't paying attention. Like, that was a baller play from Creator. Hi, Saito. What up? What up? All right, let's see here. All right, Stargate taking some pressure from Ranger. He's confused. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't take a Nexus, though, at this point. You're 6 minutes in. You're not able to get pressure on. I would literally think... Yeah, I could tell you're a little not feeling good, because... At some point now, I think it's the battle of information and lack thereof. And that's not, like, insulting. That's unlucky. It's literally unlucky. Wow, Scarlet's playing against Bion and the bracket. That's right, the brackets lineup. So after I play this game, we're going to allude to that. We're going to say Scarlet's going to play against Bion because I don't have all the replays, guys. And not that I would cast them all. I actually have to pay it. In 8 hours she's playing. That means I have to go to bed soon if I'm going to cast in the morning. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fall asleep. I'm also going to make sure I have time to get up even earlier. Oh my god, nice catch at the Immortal, though. You did debate Creator a bit. Catching an Immortal is pretty big. But still, Creator's going into a third base. We're in one base. We got Disruptors, though. I gotta say, guys, you gotta hand it to Ranger. He's a ballsy man. Ranger is gonna go try to advance. That being said, the Oracle's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Dropping stasis. Ranger pulls. Wait, does he? Wait, oh. Whoa, whoa. That was almost unlucky. Alright, we got some. What, did we get any balls? Wait, the Disruptor was killed? No. Oh, it's just coming behind. I was getting scared. I mean, Rangers really got to get Miracle Disruptors. Oh, the Warp Prism! Not like this! Ah! Poor Ranger. Poor Ranger, that's all I can say. It's so sad. Alright, and Big Daddy Immortal is probably going to go down. That being said, this Disruptor kills some Zealots and an Adept. That's about it. There's only one Disruptor here for now. The other one's rolling around. Third one coming from all the way across the map. And we have some lazy boy workers, but it's oversaturated anyway. Disruptor. Oh, missed micro on the Disruptor, unfortunately. Yeah, force fields do segment some of this off. Not gonna lie, guys, it's not looking too good for Ranger. My boy Charge is on the way. Another Immortal. It's just a battle of more versus less. Only one Disruptor behind. This could probably kill some gateway units, but that's about it. Nice pull. That's actually a really sick pull from Creator. Good reaction time. Still some really, you know, all things considered, for a guy with food poisoning playing against Creator. Ranger, you are quite good. I gotta give you some credit here. It's not. It was definitely not horrible so far, but it does not look good for him. I'd like to prolong this, but we don't have another expand. Like, if there was at least 2 base to 3 base, I think we'd be in a different situation. But Ranger optimized the most he could earlier on, and luckily that's not going to be enough. Okay, just 2 Zealots. Basically buying as much time as he can. He knows his tournament life's on the line here, pretty much. You know, with this qualifier, he has to be creator. Good night, part-time badass. Yeah, creator is quite solid. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their different style too. One thing about creator, he's big on like charge builds and like robo builds, or like a Stargate opener into something. He's not your cut and dry blink stalker guy. And I like that you went into disruptors at least. All right, so that being said, let's see what happens. Guys, I hate to say it, I'm going to try to get up after it. This series, not this game, this series will be my last one. I might actually have to check with somebody. Yeah, this series will be my last one. I'm going to call it because 5 a.m.'s early and I have to be up a little earlier, but I have work tomorrow and stuff too. I just don't know how I'm going to do. I'm going to try my best to make it. If I don't, I guess. But, oof. Point up on aisle 9. Yeah, this is the end of him, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure. Ranger doing his best as he can to get any damage, but there's just so much. Charge lots and immortals. Even got archons and everything else. War prisms. You name it, he's got a creator. With just some masterful play here. Oh, he doesn't get the 2 immortals. I was gonna say, oh, I hope he gets these 2 immortals at least with that Nova. Ranger's last stand. GG's called Creator's gonna take it. We're looking at game number 1, ironically, because, you know, Ranger's so OP that he can play his games in his second games in advance. It's actually the reality of what happened. All right, anyway, let's look at game number 1 here. See what we got for us. In a pretty sick Korean StarCraft League. Protoss versus Protoss. So either way, for posterity, we're going to update the score. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern in the red. Give it up for Creator. And his opponent in the upper right. He's blue, representing Kirkdown and Berserker Esports. Give it up for Ranger. Ranger looks like he's going for a 1-gate expand. Creator. Looks like a 2-gate opener. We'll see. We will see. Alright. Got a nice gate scout from both of them. Nothing too cheeky just yet. Other than it's looking like a 1-gate. If not, it could end up being Stargate before Nexus. Could be a lot of things, but it is a Logron setup, but usually implying that. It's a bold move to play against. I have to give Ranger a lot of credit here, guys. Anybody that knows this matchup at all. In this patch, like, yeah, it's a little better than the old days, like 2019 and stuff on Legacy and before. But at the end of the day, 1-gate expands in PvP. You basically, in some cases, you basically have to beat max packs. Or, oh, I'm lucky. Damn. That's damn unlucky. 100 minerals, unfortunately, are down. The Creator had him miss micro from the Probaras. He almost had it. It was just misplaced, so that cost him 100 minerals to cancel a Nexus. Whoa, interesting. Creator drops the pylon. No, okay. No, never mind. That's not that interesting. He's just blocking the Nexus. That being said, Ranger's going to scout it out. That was not that crazy after all. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, that's so annoying. So heckin' annoying. Ranger's still going for an Adept. Is he going to drop a Stargate after? He doesn't have the gas for it just yet, or the money in general. Well, Creator still has the... Oh my god, a third one! Are we watching Creator? This is a Geralt move right here. Ah, Ranger doesn't drop a Stargate or Robo or anything instead. I don't hate his second game, but it's gonna be a little later. I really wouldn't hate a wouldn't hate a Stargater Robo. Still, the depth coming in and is gonna get the no, not get a kill. Almost. Gets the kill down there. Zealot's forced to fight with the probe. Ranger, I don't blame you if you were mauling a bit. Creator's going for a proxy. Warp Gate is going to finish up significantly faster because of the opener, because of the carnage, the chaos, the pandemonium. It's one stalker versus two stalkers. It's one stalker, a zealot, and an adept. I mean, technically, you can get a little cheeky to win the fight, but it's hard to. And unfortunately, the stalker on the top, the one stalker from Ranger, is going to take a beating and probably fall. Oh, the proxy scouted. I mean, you can't really do too much about it, but the proxy being scouted is pretty good. It's the probe. Adept trying to buy time. There's nothing out yet, though. It's literally one pylon, a shield battery on the way, which has to be canceled. Oh my god, nice cancel. Still, only one pylon powering these means there's very few units for Mr. Ranger. Two stalkers come out. The one stalker, if that had full health, he could buy a lot more time. Well, unfortunately, he can't. Void Ray is forced to be coming out. Stalker coming out as well. Shield battery is not oh yeah, he didn't cancel that other one. It's taking a beating though. Ranger trying to get this kill. Is gonna finish the battery, but guess what? There's no units, sadly. Oh, mamma mia. And this looks like it's a rough way to possibly go out here. It's gonna hang on for a minute, but there's not really much. It's literally a very unfortunate situation. You got a Void Ray, but if there were like two batteries, I'd be like, maybe some probes. Just an unfortunate situation. Little bit of mistakes made, but still, some of it was just GG. I was a bit of creator being creator, and a very good game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it because I'm gonna try to get up. I set an event just in case. I'll feel like not a good guy if I don't do it. But 5 a.m. is the main event. This is the main event, but this is the qualifiers. The playoffs are going. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys because I can't cast it all, and it's gonna be there. Hell yeah, Ranger. I'm gonna tell you what we got going on. A little spoiler. Let me just take a look here as we go on to raid somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to spoil it now because guess what? It's very unlikely you're going to see any of this else before the hand. All right, so read them and weep. Let's take a look. So this is what we got, guys. Round 1, it is Cure versus Creator. Gumiho versus Estrella. Maru versus Ragnarok. Bjorn versus Scarlet. Winners go on to fight Hero. Winner of Gumiho versus Estrella goes on to fight Dark. Maru and Ragnarok. Victor goes on to fight Classic. Bjorn versus Scarlet goes on to fight Solar. So a pretty good time to go. And Friday will be the semis and finals casted by more people yet. I bet you there's going to be a lot. I'm going to try my best to make it. If I don't, I'll cast the playoffs at an NA friendly time for people that can't catch it. You guys have a fantastic morning, noon, or night. Night for those of us in America. And I will see you later. But first, let me find somebody to raid up. All right. All righty. You know where we're going to go to? A buddy of mine. Well, everybody's my buddy, but we'll see.
Am I? Or am
Tater
I so
Tutor,
sick
thank you
that
for the
just
23
blew your
months
mind?
on a 10-month
Tatapalota
streak.
just subscribed.
Thank you, brother, man. We're gonna raid a buddy of mine from Berserker Esports. He's from the UK, so I don't know why the hell he's up. Tater Tutor, thank you so much again. Thank you guys for all the subs. And thank you, Craig, too. Appreciate it. For those of you that stuck around, those of you that were here for any of it, maybe I'll clean this up. I might post some of these series on YouTube once I started casting a little bit. I can't believe I started casting instead of just goofing around. I'd say hello to Base Chelch. You guys have a good one. All right. I know. I'm sorry, Marco. But you had Chicken Man, you had Wardy, and you had the Cranky Ducklings, and you had a couple other new people. We had Stasis and, what's his name? Good night, Freak Show. Good night, everybody. Say hello to Chelch. Give him a follow. He'd appreciate it.